Hi everybody. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the Deadman Dungeons D&D 5e stream. I am Joseph Deadman Christensen, your game master for this evening. Also joining me through this adventure will be Rebecca Woodbury playing the Tiefling Ranger Daysil when she joins us, hopefully soon. Matthew Potter playing the Half-Orc Barbarian Sorcerer Hug.
Hello.
Emily Cook playing our Wood Elf Cleric Rhea.
Hello.
And last but not least, the enigmatic but feeling a lot better Josh.
Hello.
He will be playing our Water Genasi Druid Monsu. Tonight is I believe it's our sixth session of my D&D 5e adventure, based off Tomb of Annihilation, but with my own homebrew twist called Islands of Madness. And, I think Rebecca's jumping in. Give one moment. Let's see if she can jump in with us. Hey, Rebecca!
Hi.
There she is. There's a cat. All right.
Oh, kitty cat.
All right. So, where we last left off with our adventurers, the group had successfully rescued Hug from the Eldani lobster folk after taking out a couple of their guards and escaping out into the jungle. The group then reached their first level up, which Monsu used to shapeshift into a cat and bring Rhea's sending stone she was able to procure to Musharib, having their albino dwarf guard rejoin the group. Then they met up with the other two prisoners, Azaka Stormfang, a Chultan woman, and Ribrab, a humanoid frog hybrid known as a grung. Azaka had revealed that she was actually a guide out of Port Nyanzaru, seeking out a location known as the Firefinger, until her group got captured and were slowly eaten over the weeks while she was held prisoner. So she was willing to stay with the party until they reached Port Nyanzaru again. The group then took a rest, and Hug and Daysil noticed white flashes in the night. Not sure what they were. Azaka later on asked Rhea about her religion, and they discussed Alana. And Monsoon got to explore his new druidic abilities, shapeshifting into various creatures. Eventually, they were trying to locate the other river that led out of the Eldani Basin, heading south, which would lead to their next location that Musharib had talked about. And Ribrab, the grung, had proved useful using his froggy senses to locate the river Tiryiki, and the group followed it until they heard a mournful animal cry coming from a location nearby. Upon attempting to sneak towards it, they were discovered by two adult Uberraptors, who were very defensive at first, but after Monsu used a Speak with Animal spell, they were able to convince the dinos that they meant them no harm. Investigating a clearing of bright-colored flowers, they found a juvenile raptor had been snared by a bear trap, which Hug was able to free using his mighty strength. And upon investigating the bear trap, he found a stamp emblazoned on it with a Tyrannosaur footprint symbol. The group then watched as the raptors bobbed their heads in thanks and headed back into the jungle, with the juvenile giving Hug an affectionate nuzzle. Both had now become freed again. And we go back to you guys in that flowered clearing and deciding on where to go next.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Oh, they were so cute.
Right.
So, where to now?
Hmm.
We were following Kermit, right? What's his name? Frogger. Yeah, Frogger.
Rup, rup.
See? He says yes.
So yeah, I think he was leading us to down. He was finding the river for us to follow the river down to the basin. Correct?
Yes. What Musharib had said is once you guys found River Tariq, try to follow it south, and you'll head to I believe it was the Valley of Honor. Valley of Lost Honor? Let me just
Cool.
double check that.
Yeah, Valley of Lost Honor.
Yep,
See
Valley
it
of
on the
Lost
map.
Honor.
Awesome.
So yeah, you guys found the river, and now I'm guessing you're gonna head south. I don't know if you guys can see the map on roll 20. Let me just double check it's popping up. Yeah, so if you look at
Yep.
roll 20, where would you guys like to head? So you can I did pre-rolling for your encounters in the jungle, and every couple of spaces another encounter is going to happen. So you guys have 8 spaces before your next encounter. So
Okay.
one of you or you guys can decide where you want to move going forward.
Does that include diagonals?
Sure.
My suggestion is here. Oh, come on. Really? You're not doing it for me? You're not doing it? This one?
Here.
Uh,
Here.
really? Why? God. Yes, I was going to say here.
Okay.
Sorry, there's like
Okay.
a giant bug that just flew on my fucking keyboard. I'm trying to not be a bitch right now, but it's freaking me out because it's flying at me.
Get
Get
it.
it.
Time protein.
Get it. You're
I
bigger.
see
It's
it.
like
protein.
one of those big ass.
I see you
legged-
want to hit right here.
It's the big-legged insect.
It looks like
You're
a
gonna-
giant
Oh, I know the
fucking
one.
mosquito. I don't
mosquito
know what it
hawk.
is, but I don't like it.
So
You
if
should have
me
brought
the
correct.
insect repellent
heebie-jeebies.
before going into the jungle, Rhea.
Sorry. Oh God.
Yeah,
Rhea's
those are mosquito
freaked
hawks,
out.
by the way. They eat
He's been
mosquitoes.
attacked. Oh well,
Um,
thanks, buddy, but not in my fucking house.
By the way, as you guys are traveling in this direction, I'm assuming everybody's cool with what Hug had pointed out.
Yep.
But as you guys are heading in this direction, what are your supplies looking like right now?
I mean, I still
Um,
have pocket bacon. So
I still have rations, as well as like
Because
the.
remember, each 2 spaces you move is 1 day of travel.
Okay.
Oh, so we
So-
just traveled for 4 days.
Correct.
Well, so I can cast Goodberry, and so I can cast that every day, and that restores a hit point, and it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for a day.
Nice.
I can, and so that'll be the food. As
I
far- yeah.
I think that I have a lag, which is crazy because I literally just upgraded my internet, guys. So me
You're
and
coming in nice and
Spectrum
clean.
internet are
I'm
going
not
to talk.
seeing
Um,
anything too crazy.
Yeah,
You
you're
sound
coming
good to
in
me.
gorgeously clean, good video. Yeah.
You guys sound terrible. Maybe I can reconnect to the call when it's not my turn. Anyway, because I'm a natural explorer, when I forage for food, I find twice as much as I normally would. So I got you guys' back too.
Yeah, so we have food, and can you find water with your ranger ability too? or your-
The water
Absolutely.
shouldn't be an issue because you guys are following
It's
the
a
river, so
jungle.
you can just take from the river.
So yeah,
I
so
found it. I found it, guys. It's right here.
it's in.
See that river?
Um,
There.
So
Right there.
basically, we have
Got
enough. We have enough food and water without even touching our rations.
Okay.
Just from her ability alone, let alone Goodberry and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. No problem. Just wanted to make sure that was being taken care of. All right. So yeah, as you guys set up camp for the night, you actually see, all of you, see white flashes about 50, 60 feet away from your camp.
Is that like the same thing I saw?
It looks very similar to the last time you saw those flashes. I believe it was you and Hug.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw those. I
Like,
didn't
guys,
go
you know that
towards
thing
them.
me and Hug were telling you about? That weird thing that I see it up front. I see it again. Do you
I
guys see
saw
that?
those guys.
Am I crazy?
Azaka
Those
pulls
flashes,
out her spear
again?
and says, "It could be an enemy."
It could be.
Ah,
Ribrab scuttles behind Hug, looking very nervous.
It's okay. I'm not gonna let anything hurt you. Nobody's gonna eat you.
yeah, I guess Mons is gonna say, "Oh, it's probably nothing. Just some flashing lights." I'll just check it out. We can just walk over and check it out.
That didn't bother me last time. I'll come with you.
Let's go find it. Let's
Yeah,
go
let's
take
go
a look.
Let's go look at the shining lights.
Yeah. Just
Um,
as a heads
don't
up as
like
well, not to back channel this, but I also do have danger sense. So
We're welcome to use that before we go. If
I
you like.
believe that's just trap based. So if you see
Uh,
a trap coming
yep.
towards you, you would have
giving you an edge and
advantage.
dodge. Oh, okay. Only an edge and dodge. Damn it.
so why don't we try
I
to stealth
remained
and
alert
see how it
to
goes?
danger, because
Because you're a ranger.
yeah, I remain alert to danger too.
Okay.
Danger.
because-
It's called
'Cause, you
ranger
know.
danger.
Ranger danger.
Um, I rolled a stealth check. I didn't do great.
Okay.
I'll. Eh.
Yeah.
All right. So only Rhea and Monsu are stealthing forward.
Yeah, I'll stealth. Yeah, sure.
Oh no.
Good luck.
I mean, I'm so stealthing. Hang on.
I'm as quiet as everybody else.
The
You are
stealthiest
not
of us.
stealthing.
Rebecca's rolling.
Unless you have advantage.
So
somehow.
sneaky.
Go away, Mr. Robot. My robot.
right,
You, you guys head forward, making a lot of noise as you head towards this white light. Azaka also joins you. Musharib and Ribrab staying at the camp. And as you move forward, you see the lights continue blinking, but as you were drawing closer, you kind of thought you heard chittering and trees moving. But as soon as you enter this area where you're close enough to the white lights to see them kind of above you, the chittering stops and the trees shaking stops.
Maybe they're fairies. Or monkeys.
Mm.
Or monkey fairies.
Hello? Anyone around? We aren't here to hurt you.
I take out the quarterstaff that I have and I like just tap it on one of the trees that I saw one of them in.
Hello?
Nothing.
Maybe it's ghosts?
Are there any tracks that I see anywhere?
Azaka says, yes, let me help you and see if we can figure out what these lights are. You can roll with
help.
advantage, survival check.
Tell you what, I will. No, thank you. Is what I meant.
Didn't even need it.
Ooh, 21.
Yeah, you go, oh yeah, it's over here, and Azaka kind of narrows her eyes at you. She
Yeah,
goes,
and I'm like,
I just
okay.
did not check in that area. That's why you saw it.
They're right here. So
And yeah, you.
I would know how many there are, their size, and how long ago the tracks were there.
There's about 6 of them. They're small in size, and it looks very recent. The print looks almost humanoid, kind of. What they look kind of like hands.
Hands and not feet. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, and I point that out to everybody. Let's check this out.
See, monkeys.
So, are they up? They're not up. We don't see anything anywhere.
When you guys entered this clearing, you noticed that the lights were coming from up in the trees.
How far are the trees spaced from each other?
It's a jungle, so they're pretty
Like a
clustered
dense
together.
canopy.
So
Okay.
they're pretty close together.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have? Ooh. Oh. Damn it.
Wait, where's that light thingy? Wait, we don't. They're not
Hmm?
going right now. The lights aren't going right now, so that's not helpful.
Oh. Hug's gonna pull out his harp, and just pretend to play a little like melody, very soft, very clean, very like calm, gentle, and serene.
Roll me performance with disadvantage.
Wait. As soon as he gets his instrument out, I get my lute out because I dig it.
I
Are,
dig
are you are
his
you
vibe.
proficient with your loot?
I happen to be.
Okay, so you can roll
Oh, man.
normally, but Hug is gonna roll with disadvantage.
Well, I wanted to assist him. At
Okay,
least.
okay. So instead of rolling
Or
with
wait. Can I help her? Since I see her pull it out, I'm like,
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you
here.
made the move first, buddy.
No,
Okay,
no, you said
performance,
you were
right?
doing this, so
Performance,
Yeah.
right?
so she
But
can
I
help you.
dig
So
it.
instead of at disadvantage, you can just roll regular.
Yeah,
Okay.
rhythm. I got the rhythm. I got your back,
13's
dude.
not bad. 13's not bad.
Well, it's not bad. It's a natural fucking 20.
No.
No, it
He
isn't.
doesn't have advantage. He has to. He
I
rolls.
get
Oh!
the 13.
Yeah, with you
Okay.
helping him, he got rid of the disadvantage.
The disadvantage. Okay, got
Which
you.
it doesn't
Like,
matter. I
needed it.
still disadvantage or normal. I would have been the same.
But yeah, you see the tree nearest to you. The branches kind of shake a little. And does anybody have any light on them that they're using, or did you guys go in without light?
I didn't have a light.
I can't help because I've got the torch, but I'm also playing the harp.
I mean, I have a torch. I can light it really quick.
It's your call.
Yeah,
you
I'll light it.
Light it
You
so
hear-
I can
you-
see my quartz.
You hear a noise coming from the tree. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'll light the torch so I can like look into the tree and see if I can see what's up there.
Mr. Jones calling. Mr. Mr. Jones, get up now.
Pretty sure it's Dr. Jones, but this could be the
No,
original.
I can't
And-
sing that.
and-
It's copyright.
Leah, as you light a torch and hold it up towards the tree, you see this thing pop up.
Oh, it's so
Oh.
cute! Oh my god!
And it looks down at you and goes,
Oh my
I'm just gonna be like back.
and when you talk back to it, it hides its head back in the tree.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You're just so cute. That's adorable.
Let's hold out some things that I foraged, berries and shit.
Okay.
Ooh, get the pocket bacon.
We'll throw that on the side.
Still, why don't you make animal handling with advantage because you're using food.
12.
You see it poke its head out. It sniffs and goes and hides back in the tree.
Ah, sorry,
Do you have
guys.
pocket bacon or not?
I just give you the pocket bacon and I put the rest of the shit back in my pocket for
I
later.
break off a piece. I break off half of it, and I eat one half, and I hold up the other half to the little flying monkey.
Hug, make animal handling with disadvantage.
You got it.
Yeah, because it's like meat.
3.
Yeah, it was making noise because it seemed to be fine with you guys, but now that you're holding up meat, it goes quiet again.
Maybe we should play
Oh.
more songs.
Okay.
Play music and offer it berries.
Hey,
while we're-
Do you guys
you're the
have instruments?
monkey. He's
I don't
just
have
the
an
monkey
instrument.
around.
Hansu, what do you play?
I don't really play any instruments, unfortunately. Not really my strength.
Ria,
Play
what are you
Play a
doing?
water song. Sing.
I'll just. I mean, if everybody's gonna play an instrument, I'll just like sing and dance around.
Yeah,
like everybody's
we have
playing.
a whole act. We have a whole act. We're
Ria,
gonna-
do me a performance check with advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, come on. Ugh. Damn it! Come on.
Yeah, the silence continues, and the creatures in the trees continue remaining silent.
I just want flying monkey friends. My dancing wasn't good enough.
Oh.
Guess not.
Oh, I'm going to take out the trap that I have in my bag that I kept from the dinos.
Mm-hmm.
And in full clear view of them, I'm going to take it and I'm going to break it.
Okay. Let me just look something up real quick.
Persuasion.
Again, nothing really happens.
Yeah. Now I'm going to change that dino
Azaka
trap
kind
to
of
broken.
scratches the back of her head and says, "I think we've frightened them unintentionally. They're probably not going to be coming out for us."
Oh.
Dang it.
I
Maybe
wonder if
next
that's what it
time.
was. I wonder if that's what was making the light.
I don't
But how
know.
would they
do we
do
s-
that if they're just monkeys? What they got? Do they hold
How
like
do I do lightning bolts? It's magic.
magical flying monkeys? It's ridiculous.
It is curious that the lights were coming from the trees, but the monkeys are not making the lights anymore.
Let's just leave some food on the ground for them, and we can continue on. Maybe we can come see them afterwards, and they'll like us.
I'll leave
Right.
a little pile of berries and such.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right.
Do we-
And I'm guessing you guys head back to camp unless you want to
Yeah.
do anything else.
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
good.
And it's late at night, right? You said.
Yeah, it's about like 8 p.m.
Okay. First watch.
Second.
I'll take third.
Waking up early. Sucker. I mean,
Waking up early, sucker.
All right.
I don't know. If, by the
so-
way, a little metagaming here. I don't know if everybody's noticed, but my new avatar on Roll20.
Okay, no, I noticed. It's awesome.
I did not.
Very cool.
Even the little cape. Cool. So first watch. I'm making a.
Perception check. Yes.
Got it. Oh wow, that is just amazing.
Not great.
Apparently, I'm distracted. Oh, I'm reading my book again.
Yep.
Pages have dried.
Yeah, and yeah, Hug, during your watch, nothing out of the ordinary happens.
When I get nudged for the next person to take watch, I point out.
I found the flying monkey in the book. See? Nice pretty picture. It was under M for flying monkey.
Monkey, comma, flying. So, cool.
All right, so Rebecca, you're taking second watch.
Yes, please.
Roll me a perception check. Whole lot of nada.
Ooh.
Oh, let's get these out of the way now.
Really
okay.
hoping these rolls get better, guys.
I'm just like looking at the picture and like drawing other pictures of me and the flying monkeys hanging out.
And yeah, your watch goes uninterrupted, nothing out of the ordinary, and it goes to I think Monsu. You said you were doing third.
Yep.
Monsu,
That's right.
you get woken up and roll me a perception check.
Oh, for heaven's sakes! I have a +6 on that too.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh Jesus!
I know.
All right, and yeah, you guys don't see anything happen. Hold on, I gotta check out some character sheets. Oh no. Yeah, you all wake up in the morning, and you can discuss your next plan of attack.
Breakfast?
Yeah, I suppose we should have breakfast and keep moving.
I'll
So
actually
let's
use
go back to
rations
the
this way.
monkeys to see if they ate their food.
Sure.
We'll walk over to that same place that we saw them doing that and see if they've eaten the food that we left over.
Oh yeah, the food's definitely gone.
Ooh.
Hello, little monkeys.
Let's play a song. Let's play a song real quick just to see if maybe they're in a good mood. I'm gonna
I'm a
start this
monkey
time.
boy from a monkey world.
While this is happening, Monsu's going to retreat into a tree, and as he's retreating, he's going to wild shape into a baboon.
Okay.
He just wants to climb up and see, like, if there's anything up this tree.
While he's doing that, what are the rest of you talking about?
No, I want to play a
I'm
song.
singing. I'm a monkey girl. I'm a monkey boy in a monkey world.
I started it
Trying
though.
to-
I on the guitar. So I mean the lute. Sorry, the lute. So I don't want him to roll with disadvantage and shit. I'm gonna start it. Performance.
So you started it.
Is it okay if I roll for performance? Is that
Sure.
okay? Just wanted to get permission.
Yeah. By the way, when I say you guys discuss amongst yourselves, that means I need you to occupy
Oh, okay.
yourselves while I'm doing
I
something.
think I missed
Yep.
that. So, yeah, I have a big flashy 12. So I'm kind of picturing myself
Yep.
like, not like pressing the strings down all the way, just kind of like a little bit off key, trying to get rhythm for you to sing.
And I'm there raving, completely unabashed to the nonsensical. Just yep,
Ooh,
with an 8.
an
Thank
8.
you.
Yeah, we are just killing it.
Yeah, you,
Just-
you guys, upon returning to the trees and attempting another performance, you notice the food is gone. The food is gone, and although you perform to your best skills, the monkeys do not seem to appear for you.
So I'm climbing up the tree.
As a baboon.
Do I? Yes, as a baboon. Do I see anything in the tree or around the tree?
When you climb up in these trees, you notice that it appears that your monkey friends have left. But you do notice that these trees seem to be filled with nuts. Or at least fruit that looks like nuts.
Oh.
Mhm.
Can I sniff it? Like, can I roll a survival check to see if these are edible nuts?
Sure.
Ooh.
They're so edible.
Yeah, you you kind of look it over, sniff it, kind of touch it on your tongue, and they are edible. And the really curious thing is that when you shake the nut, a bright light emanates from it.
Oh.
Oh, you done figured it out.
He goes. "Ah, ah, ah, ah." He starts throwing the nuts down it.
Yeah,
Like,
and
not
when,
in,
the,
like-
when the nuts hit the ground, you guys see these bright lights come out of the nuts.
I guess the monkeys, they suck all the chocolate off the nuts.
I'm gonna collect. I just throw a few down and then I collect a bunch.
You can roll me 2d4, Monsu, and that's how many of these nuts you're able to collect.
Okay. Yeah, because my equipment gets absorbed into me, so I'm really just carrying like 5 of them down.
Okay. Yeah, you find 5 of these nuts.
Okay. You guys didn't necessarily see me turn into a baboon. I'm realizing.
It's another monkey. This one doesn't have wings.
So I'm like freaking out down at the ground as these things
What's it
are like
throwing
hitting the
at
ground,
us?
and then I look up at this like baboon, presumably with its colorful butt, just like what the hell
very
is happening?
bluish greenish
Baboon is showing us the monkey's secrets.
Throwing its nuts at me.
Could be worse. I heard they throw other things also.
So I like swing down and jump on the ground with these like nuts in my hand, and I just go like,
My
Do
God.
we know them? He's giving us a thumbs up.
can I get it? Can I find a stick?
I think he's a good guy.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, I want to. Am I able to write? Because I'm a baboon. Can I be able to crudely write Monsu in the ground with the
Sure.
stick?
Yeah, you still have your intelligence.
Yeah.
Monsu, I think we found a friend of your. Where'd Monsu go?
Are you all blue? You're like a blue baboon, not like a
Found
like a-
Monsu.
not just a blue bottom, but like
He looks like the
you're all
monkey-
blue.
Yeah. My fur's a little blue and gray, and my eyes are like bright blue.
Okay. Matsu, my boy.
Oh, wait. When
Holding
did
his nuts.
Monsu get to do that?
The last time, remember when he turned into a cat?
So
Yeah.
he
But
collected
this is.
nuts, but he
He can
threw
change
a bunch
into
down.
like anything almost.
I take the 5 and I hold them out so someone can put them in there. He's just like,
Well, Azaka walks over
Oh.
and plucks one out, and she goes, "Oh, these are Wooka nuts."
You climbing up was a really bright idea.
So they're edible.
Yes, they are edible, but people do not collect them for their taste or to eat them most of the time. They use them for an emergency light source.
Oh.
So I can't like eat it to absorb its power.
You can eat it. It just won't. You'll lose the ability to use its light.
In
Oh,
about
I
8
won't
hours,
light
you'll
up.
see it again.
I was kind of hoping I would light up.
No, it's not
Oh,
bright
but
enough
something
to
else,
pierce
though.
through human skin, unfortunately.
Glow from within.
Cool. So can we take a bunch of them then? Put a bunch in our packs?
It seems like these trees have been picked pretty clean of the ripe ones, and Monsu got the last of them. But each of you can roll a 1d4 -1, and you can collect that many more Wooka nuts.
1d4 minus 1.
Yep.
-1.
While this is happening, I'm grooming everybody.
Awesome.
Hug gets none.
Oh, I can't find
Becca
any.
gets none.
And I'm shaking it.
Rhea gets none.
No, that's not true. Daisel
They got
and
one.
Daisel and Rhea got one each
Oh, okay.
because they
sorry.
included
Yeah,
the
I
minus
did
one.
my -1.
Yep. You
Yep.
both
Yeah,
you both
same.
get one.
Yeah.
And I'm shaking it.
So
Oh,
I'll
you
just
Yes, and I'm like,
wasted it.
wow, pretty lights.
You wasted it.
Oh
Okay.
wait, it's only one. Oh no! Okay. Shit.
Now
all
I
right.
have extra food.
Fucking throw it over my shoulder. Shit. All right.
Break mine open.
I
and
have
eat
none.
it.
I have none. I will.
Oh,
not
mine
oh,
isn't
And I
shiny,
run
I'll
over and
eat
I
it.
grab the nut that's expired.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't work
The
anymore.
expired.
I have one now.
There's a few expired ones that I had thrown on the ground.
Not this life. Expired nuts.
I'm gonna grab. How many did you throw?
That was way too funny to me.
I don't know. I threw like
I think he
Like
threw down
4.
like 3, but their light has already been used.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hit
So
the
I
ground.
now have 4 not lighting up nuts.
Taka nuts.
3
For-
not 3
Fired nuts.
3 used Wooka nuts.
Wooka nuts. So then, are we gonna keep moving? I'm staying in my shape until I have to turn back. So I'm like here for an hour.
Oh, it's so much quieter here with the baboon versus Monsu. Ugh, never
I
mind.
throw a Wooka nut at his head.
Ow!
So if we're gonna travel, I'm gonna travel in the trees, beside everybody.
Okay.
So I'll just be swinging through the branches, over through the vines.
And I just want to stay in sight of the river as we walk.
Also, I want to see if I can find like a stick with like, and like put some used Wooka nuts around it, so I kind of look like the baboon from The Lion.
Rafiki.
Yeah, Rafiki.
I knew that was coming. I'm like, why do you want to stick?
Oh, there he goes.
Yes.
All right, yeah. So after you guys have some breakfast and enjoy your Wooka nuts, you look over your supplies and you notice some of you are missing some equipment.
Uh-oh.
Daisel,
Some like what?
you have lost your caltrops. Rhea,
What the-
you have lost 3 of your bolts, and Monsu, you've lost your lucky charm.
Me lucky charm.
Oh my gosh, no!
So remove,
Okay.
remove those
bolts,
from
what's
your
going
remove
on?
those from your
The fuck?
inventories.
What's up, guys?
Uh,
What's wrong?
I see somebody take something.
No, wait, what? Something's missing?
Yeah, I'm missing a few bolts. I mean, last time I counted, I thought I had like 3 more than this.
Hug is good.
Yeah, Hug, you didn't have anything stolen from you.
Anybody else
Hmm.
missing stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, Mushari,
Asking
Bribrap,
the-
and Azaka say they didn't lose anything.
Huh.
I don't
Yes.
remember using my caltrops, but they're not here. So that's weird because I paid good money for those.
What?
Hmm.
Who could be stealing from us?
Interesting.
You
Maybe it was the monkeys.
and I'm looking at all of the extra
people.
Yeah.
All the NPCs. You guys don't have any caltrips in your bag, do you?
Brab shakes his head vigorously. Musharib says, "Why would I steal from the people paying me?" And Azaka says, "I would not steal from people who rescued me."
Do they even have bags?
Yeah, when you guys looted the equipment hall, you grabbed Ribrab's stuff and Azaka's stuff, and Musharib already had his stuff.
Can I do like an insight check to see if I can tell if any of them are lying?
Which one are you inciting? All of them, or just one of them?
Yeah, all of them if I
Sure.
can.
Sure. All right. So who's so for first one? Who's this for?
Personal, I'll just go Ribrab. I'll go in order.
Okay. Ribrab, he seems to be telling the truth, but he's definitely nervous when you try to pry into him.
I'll say, why are you shaking? Do you know something?
He shakes his head.
Hug, you're friends with him. Speak some Aquan query.
Frogger, did you steal our stuff?
No.
Oh, he says no.
Me no
He
I'm
said
steal.
it kind of angrily, though.
Me no steal.
Was it the fucking monkeys?
Oh, the one that's over there? That Monsu? That smells like Monsu?
Mansu's like,
No, the ones with the wings.
Oh.
Azaka kind of thinks about it, and she's like, "Monkeys can be mischievous."
I'm gonna go like this. There's a baboon.
The baboon in the corner.
Did anybody lose anything irreplaceable?
I go like this.
No, nobody really lost anything irreplaceable, it looks like.
Okay, you didn't lose shit, so that's.
It's because
Okay,
I know how to
fine.
hold on to my stuff.
I can't.
Let's be clear.
Whoa! Let's not be pointing out people's organizational skills. Pretty sure you were the one that needed to be broken out of the bars of bamboo. So
Oh, wait, that's me. Damn it.
not really. It's not really a burn. But listen, let's just. It's fine. I can buy more caltrips later. What about you guys? You cool with just? Let's forget about it. Let's just.
Continue on.
Latch up our
For now?
bags. Make sure that we don't drop.
Are-
Maybe we dropped
are-
stuff. Maybe it was crazy and we dropped stuff.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna take
willing
it.
to let it go.
Is everybody like kind of by themselves? Are we as a group together, or is like everybody, including the NPCs?
Yeah, all of you are at your campfire.
Okay, so I'm
1 second, guys.
and I'm gonna take all of the actual party together and just take them off to the side and say,
Let's continue on. But tonight, we'll all take one person. One person stays up, but another person secretly stays up and watches.
It's not a secret now.
Yeah, because it's just us.
All right, let's secretly decide on who's going to be the secret.
We'll have a
in
we'll have a
August.
sign. We'll have a sign.
Okay.
Whoever is staying up, that's a secret, says not it for that time.
Okay. Okay. Like this.
Okay.
Emily's also a wood elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you only need 4 hours of sleep, technically.
So she can take
Go into a
two.
trance. Yeah.
Awesome. So you shouldn't volunteer for Annie. You stay up for 2 times.
That's fine
You
with
keep
me.
an eye out.
I just need a quick
Okay.
little trance and I'm good. I don't need a long sleep.
Okay, guys, let's just continue now. Yep, just like normal.
It's fine. I'm rich. I can buy new stuff. It's
Musharib
fine.
kind of gives a curious eyebrow, and Azaka kind of says, "All right, still heading south, following the river, right?"
Yes.
Yep.
All right, and you guys begin to head south. Do we want to take a quick break, for like 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, that's okay. I just gotta feed her and lay her back down again. She's like
Yeah.
freaking out. So, but
Yeah,
it's her
alright.
bedtime, so she's going back down.
So
I'll be right back.
we'll be back in 10 minutes, people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was helping him with his
Oh.
bandages. That's why I was late. I'm so sorry.
Ouchie. Yeah, that's all right.
Mhm.
We are back.
Oh.
Sorry for the brief break, but we are back, and the group has decided to continue heading south. And looking at the map, after rolling for encounters, you guys have 4 spaces before your next encounter.
That's this many.
As we're traveling, like, if it gets to be the end of the day and like nothing's really going on, I'm gonna wild shape from time to time just into different animals just to see what it feels like. So I like turn into an ape one day, then a wolf the next, and just like to
Okay, so
mix it up.
roll me a d6. Odds during the next encounter you've already wild shaped, and evens you have not wild shaped.
So, sorry, before you do that, though, how far until we sleep again? How many spaces do we sleep again?
Each 2 spaces is another day.
Okay. So when we get down to here, right, that's going to be another sleeping.
Okay.
So this is where none of the NPCs know what we're planning on doing.
Okay.
Right.
So what did I say for odds, Josh?
Odds was the first thing you said. So I think odds was I've already wild shaped. Let's say I've already wild shaped.
Okay. All right. So during this night's rest, where you're going to be spying on the NPCs, we'll say you're in wild shape form.
Okay, so just for fun. Oh,
So
there's a
Hug's
lot.
got first watch,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
But
I'm just gonna-
remember, Emily has, Rhea has, she's staying up, not technically taking watch.
Mhm.
So I'm a dire.
She's your secret squirrel.
She's
I'm
our
a-
secret squirrel.
I'm a dire wolf.
Okay.
I rolled a d6 to see which of the challenge rating 1 things I was going to be, just because I figured like randomly I would have decided to be each one of them. So as it happens, I'm a dire wolf.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion that, Rhea, you don't stay up for the first part, you sleep for the first part because you do need to sleep, and our dire wolf friend stays up with us. So
Yep.
Monsu, you and I, you pretend to be sleeping as a dire wolf,
Sure.
and then I'll stay up to do that watch.
Yeah.
This way we're not all exhausted.
By the way, I have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay. All right. So as I take it, Monsu is going to be secretly awake for the first watch, and then Rhea is going to be secretly awake for the other 2 watches, right?
Correct.
Yep. And I'll be in a trance during that first watch.
Okay. So who is taking the actual first watch?
I am.
Okay.
That's Hug.
Hug. Roll me a perception check.
11.
All right. Monsu, secretly awake. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bum bum bum. Oh my
Ooh.
god.
That's a nat
Nice.
20.
Crit.
Yes.
Interesting. Monsu, nobody at camp does anything peculiar. It seems like all the NPCs are actively sleeping. But to the east, a brush of wind hits your nostrils, and it smells like rotten decay. And it's a lot of rotten decay.
Okay.
It
From
would
the
be
east,
it would be 2 days travel to the east.
2 days travel to the east. Wow, he really did well on his perception check.
Yeah.
Okay, he like you know how like dogs like when they get, nervous, they like perk up their nose and their ears go back and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like he perks up his head and like stares in the direction that it came from and kind of growls a little bit.
Okay.
What is it,
Ooh,
boy?
ooh, what is it?
What is it, boy? And I'm gonna
Oh, you're up
ruffle
now?
your shoulders, like the skin on your shoulders. Like, what is it?
He's just like I mean he's basically in this shape for an hour, and then he turns back into Monsu. So then, at that point, I can explain.
Do you wake
Well,
up the
I can-
NPCs, or is it just you telling Hug, or how do you relay this information?
As
I
a wolf,
definitely would have woken up. If there's danger, I would have woken up. And the dog is growling, like our dire wolf friend is growling. So I imagine I probably stirred. And so I would like to think that I'm talking to him too. Hug, are you there?
I'm here.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
it's Hug's watch, so he would be the only one definitely awake. But yeah,
So
Okay,
I'm
so-
eyeballing you, Hug, too. And I'm like, do you want us to follow you? And I'm looking at Hug like,
So you
Ooh.
said it's 2 days away. It's not like it doesn't seem immediate, but it seems like
No.
it's okay. So
No.
I'm gonna drop my wild shape then, because I can do that.
Mhm.
So you see him like kind of like werewolf transform back into
like
Monsu.
reverse.
I'm
Yeah, he
still
goes like-
petting. Hug's still petting you.
Yeah, and then he's and then
now
he's
you're
like
petting his arm.
yeah, and then
Go
he's
ahead.
like, "Ugh, about 2 days away. I smell the worst death and decay on the wind. There is something that way that is just toxic. I don't know if that
Oh.
means we should go there and destroy it, or if we should
think we should-
completely avoid it.
We should probably stay how we're going,
Right.
just to be sure. But we should take note of it. It's
Your
2
gut tell
days.
you.
That's like that many squares on the map.
Right. We should
Tell you
talk
what,
to our...
I'll mark it on my map.
Yes.
My map up here because I'm a wanderer, so I have excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall
the east.
general layout of terrain,
So it's
settlements.
Hey.
Roughly
the
here,
features
right?
about me.
What does
That's a
Rhea? What
good
does
boy,
Rhea think of all
Manzu.
this?
Rhea's in a
Rhea's
trance
still
right now.
Sleeping.
Yeah, Rhea's in a trance because she's trying to get her. Unless they like actively wake her up, she is staying in her trance so that she can be fully, watching, but
So
not
Mansu
watching
says,
for
when-
the next 2 watches.
When we wake up, we should let everyone know, because our guides might know something about that,
That's true. That's true.
and it might
That's
be
it.
important, right?
You did a really good job. Did you want a belly rub? Let me give you a belly rub.
And I push him over and like, give him a belly rub, even in his like current form.
Oh, good boy.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see anything.
I'm still like half into wolf mentality, so I'm kind of into it, but I'm sort of like not. Into
Lol.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what happened. So basically, after that, I kind of like,
Okay.
I don't know. I finished up the watch
2
as
days
Monsu, but
away.
I'm gonna go back to sleep after that, basically.
Okay. Cool. Who's on next watch?
I was supposed to be, but I'm already awake, so.
Well, that's
Rhea, am I like in my trance but not in my trance? Or am I just like
Yes.
awake and watching?
yes, you
around?
are. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you stay pretending, but pretend that we're all asleep. Well, we're all gonna be asleep, and you're gonna still pretend like you're asleep.
Okay, so I'm still in my trance, but I'm like actively paying
Correct.
very close
Mhm.
attention to the things around me during the next 2 watches.
Yeah. This
But
way, it
I'm
looks
still
like
in a
somebody
trance.
isn't on watch for the third shift. It'll be like somebody isn't watching.
All right,
But they
so
are.
Rhea and Daso,
Hug
both
is
of you give me
smart.
perception checks. Wow.
Oh my gosh!
You guys
so
just
bad.
can't roll
Vibes?
tonight.
What the hell?
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Everything looks good.
Yeah, nothing peculiar. All right, who's taking last watch?
I'm taking last watch, but not awake. I mean, I am awake, but I'm pretending I'm not awake.
Okay, so who's actually taking last watch?
Nobody.
Oh,
We're all of us are pretending we've gone to
How
sleep.
many hours was the first watch?
no,
no, let it be, let it be. Let it be.
Okay.
Go back to sleep. This way, it looks like nobody is awake,
3 hours
but
per
we
watch.
do have somebody awake.
Okay, so Rhea is the only one awake right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's still pretending to be tranced.
Yes, but very actively hyper aware.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like perception advantage, maybe.
Like, let her fucking roll.
All right, so Rhea, roll a perception check.
All right. RNG. Yeah, boy.
Yes.
That's much better.
So during your trance, two things happen. The first is that you also get the faintest of whiffs of decay coming from the east.
All right, and do I have any? I know I'm not a dire wolf. Do I have any sense of like the distance that it is
no,
for me?
you
Okay.
definitely know it's coming from the east, but that's it. It's just a very small rotted smell coming from the east.
All right.
And
And that's all I.
you also see Ribrab kind of slowly get up to a sitting position, kind of look around, scratch himself, and he goes wandering off into the bushes.
I kind of want to sneak after him. I want to see what he's up to.
Decisions.
We can't help.
What?
No,
I
you're
said
all
we can't.
asleep.
We can't help, and we can't make the decision for you.
Yeah, you gotta make the choice.
I know. Just stop making faces at me, Matthew.
That's just my usual face.
Yeah, fuck it. Okay, I'm doing it.
There you go.
Oh, stealth check. All right, yeah, you very silently tiptoe across the campfire and head into the bushes, and after about a minute, you kind of peer through the bushes and you see Ribrab taking a dump.
I'm gonna very silently go back to my fake trance position with a
Roll me
slightly
roll me
more
another
disgusted
stealth.
look on my
Roll me
face
another
this
Hopefully
time.
he's just.
Well, I knew he was either going to his stash
good.
or I was about to see him take a shit. I knew
Yeah,
it was one
That
of two
was
options.
such what I hoped.
Roll
I'm
me-
just like,
roll me another
Ooh.
stealth check.
He's just gonna
Ah.
see me like running away from him taking his shit.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You're able to very silently avoid Ribrab's attention as he takes his morning constitutional.
I just silently go back into trance with a disgusted look on my face. Trance.
You're going.
I'm just like,
Yeah. So the Ribrab eventually comes back and goes back to sleep, and nothing else peculiar happens during your watch, and everybody wakes up.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell them about the undead whiff, but I'm gonna keep the rest of it to myself.
Nothing else happened? You didn't see
Glad I haven't
anything?
smelt it
Anything
yet.
Nothing?
strange?
Nope. Saw
No?
nothing. Nope.
Okay.
How were the NPCs? Did they do anything?
No
Nope.
one
Didn't
did.
see anybody doing
What?
anything
What?
suspicious.
They did
Nope.
something.
Nothing rustling around. Nothing suspicious. Stop pestering me. I saw
Oh.
nothing.
Okay. Can I have some pocket bacon?
Give up some pocket bacon, woman.
how many do you have left?
Oh, you gotta be
Right.
running out at this point.
I am running out, but I'm not out. So
I'm gonna get
only the DM will know.
I'm gonna bring the other NPCs in, and I'm just gonna say, so look, we need to know something. We got some kind of smell of some brutal like dying thing that's about 2 days journey east, I figure. Is there some kind of undead or some other thing that we should know about? That
and,
way.
Musharib is kind of stroking his beard and. Well, it could be undead. Undead attacks have definitely been increasing, especially south of Port Nyanzaru. Could be undead. Could also be
Undead.
if something died. Something was attacked and something died. If it's a powerful enough stench, it's either a lot of somethings or something big. I would say we should play it safe and continue journeying south.
I
Undead.
agree.
Azaka says, I'm curious. I want to go see what is causing that big of a stench. If it's people who are from Port Nyanzaru, then their loved ones would probably want to know what happened to them, and we could give them the information.
We're really far from Port Nyanzaru. Like, really, really far.
Well, we're on the same island at least.
Ribrab shakes his head violently, and only Hug hears him say, "Nope, staying away from bad stench. Nope, staying away."
He says no.
What do you guys think?
I'm gonna walk around the camp that we currently have, just like smelling the air to see if I smell anything.
Yeah, I want to stick my nose up too. What?
Both
the
of you
fuck
can
are they
roll
talking
perception with disadvantage, because you don't have keen smell.
Right. Especially just like.
What's with all my 11s?
Say perception.
Okay,
Yeah,
6.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
Mm-mm. You think you smell poop somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's from.
I'm just
I
like,
was
yeah,
really hoping for that
doesn't
one.
smell
Thank
good.
you, thank
I
you.
don't
That
want to
was
go there.
put the bait out there for you. That was like.
I don't think that that's a good idea at all. I agree.
Yeah, I think we should just keep heading where we're at, but just make sure that we keep like a very keen sense on that smell and where it's been coming from in case it
Can
gets
we just-
closer.
What the fuck is undead? Aren't we undead? Like, I'm not well
No, we're
versed.
pre-dead.
Pre-deceased.
But we're opposite.
Still living.
So we're undead.
Risharib kind
We're
of
undead,
motions
right?
towards Rhea, and he says, "Why don't you tell her what the undead are about?"
Well, the undead are a treacherous fiend that I personally love to kill. However, we have a main mission right now. But if we come upon them, it'll be my duty to smite every last one of them. Well, sacred flame them, but you get the sense. They're vile creatures of the once living that have been turned by dark necromancy. And yeah, I would like to take out as much as I can, but we do have our main duty that we're doing, so if luck will have it, we'll run into them and we can wreck them.
Diesel, didn't your mom ever tell you about skeletons, ghosts, zombies? There's a song about a zombie that we used to sing in Ireland.
Something about cranberries, I believe.
I feel like it's in my head. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's in
Why
your
don't you
head.
proclaim that?
I can't remember the words. It's something.
Well, just yell it out. Yell it out.
And we also do know the personal tale of my priest who's been turned undead that I let you guys know about up front at the
True.
beginning. Actually, was Huck here?
Yes, because
Yeah,
Hug
Hug was here.
remembers that.
I mean,
If we-
I don't know. I just learned when I was a kid that, necromancers are just really late clerics.
Right.
Rhea just looks like super
That's where he
offended.
goes, "Uh-huh."
No. It's not about disrespect to anything. It's just, there are ways, and that people know ways, even after all the possibilities have already been exercised to help someone after they've perished.
Is that because the cleric exercises the body?
I don't know that I would call necromancy helping the dead. I like to see their bodies at rest.
Admittedly, just my opinion, I think it's more of a selfish act to for people that can't deal.
Shall we continue down the river?
Yes, let's continue.
Let's continue down
We
the
can
river.
have this discussion.
I
as
just,
we go.
I just,
This got really deep. Like, who even are we? Who even is the undead? Like, really? And
Careful,
all of
Hug.
her mention of our duty.
Well, I've never seen any, but I learned about stuff in my childhood,
Hmm.
which I just thought I would share with you guys because we're friends.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, Rhea is pretty open-minded and like understanding, but she's also like, I've grown up knowing like light and dark. So like for her, necromancy is like a big no-no.
Hug's
So like she
completely
gets that you were
packing up.
raised
He's
differently. She's
not even
not
paying
like
attention.
salty, but she's just like, oh, yeah, that's not how I grew up.
You know, for me, I remember one trip we took on the boat. We saw these wailing creatures, and I think they were banshees or some other thing. And they just drove people mad. If I hadn't gotten below decks and put wax in my ears, I probably would have jumped right off. You got to be careful around these things, you know, because when they come back, they don't come back right.
They don't. Bodies are best at rest.
Mm.
I'd hate to see what my priest is like now.
Mushreeb
he
shakes his
smells
head
really
yes in
bad.
agreement.
Are we
Azaka's
walking
kind of
as this
looking
is
at,
happening?
at Daisel interestingly. She's not saying anything, but she's kind of looking interested. All right, Mushreeb puts his warhammer on his shoulder. Let's get moving.
Let's.
Let's
As we're
continue
walking, can we sort of delve into a little bit into the NPC's history? Like, I'm going to talk to, it's Izaka, right?
Azaka Stormfang.
Izaka Stormfang. I'm going to talk a bit to Izaka Stormfang and just say, so, like, what drove you here? How'd you end up where you ended up? And where'd you come from?
You notice as soon as you start asking personal questions about her, she kind of gives you a guarded look, and she says, I tend to keep my personal life private. I have some personal secrets I don't like to discuss with outsiders.
Secrets?
She kind of looks at Hug and gives you a look I feel like even Hug would understand. It's the look of don't say anything else, Hug.
Okay.
Do I pick up on this look?
Because Hug is the only one who knows she's a were-tiger.
No, I said it the first time we met everybody.
Well,
I
no, you
introduced her
said
as
this
that.
is Kitty.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're not. Nobody else really understands why you called her
You are
Kitty, but
100% correct.
yeah,
that is exactly what I...
Yep.
So she gives you a look, and I feel like Hug is smart enough to understand that that's probably why she doesn't want to talk to anybody about it.
Okay.
And
Well,
she says, I like to keep my thoughts and my business focused at the task at hand.
All right. Well, I'll tell you.
Message received.
I understand. I've known a
Where
lot
is
of people
that
who had a
Hug?
lot of dark pasts. But, you know, we're your friends. We're here for you.
That remains yet to be seen.
about me?
I tried to. It takes me a while to open up to people. Most I find to be quite prejudicial towards certain types. And she doesn't say anything more, and you see she walks faster ahead to avoid the conversation.
All right.
I walk up beside her, put my arm around her, just hold her tight, and I walk at exactly the same pace.
We're your friends.
And I just continue walking like that, kind of having it, kind of pulling her kind of forward, so she's technically walking faster and being pulled at the same time, very awkwardly.
And as you're walking with her like this, she kind of whispers to you, and she goes, "Hug, I would appreciate if you did not tell the others about my condition."
Oh, okay. Why? They'll be cool with it.
No.
Well, granted, Monsieur in his wolf form might not, but
Maybe they would, but from what I have discovered in my life, most people are not comfortable with lycanthropy.
okay, that's fine. Well, quick question though. Quick question. Are your hands backwards when you transform?
No. No.
Okay. Then I think they'll be good.
Give me time, Hug. Give me time.
Okay,
I need
okay.
to be cautious.
I understand. If
people
there's
can be
one thing
very-
Hug is really good at, it's keeping secrets.
She kind of face palms. And yeah.
And I let her go, and I continue walking down our path.
Did one of you want to talk to Musharib?
Yeah.
Or Ribrad?
We'll chat with him. Kind of.
Right. Who's
uh,
who's attempting to chat with Musharib?
Rhea will.
I'm not. I'm by the fire, reflecting. I'm whittling a stick. You guys chat
Musharib
amongst
is also
yourselves.
by the fire, and Rhea, when you go to sit next to him, you see him pull out a locket from his tunic, and he kind of opens it up, and you can see some pictures have been drawn inside the locket.
I'd be like, oh, does that locket mean something to you, Musharib? You have some loved ones at home?
Aye, me wife Balira and me daughters, Glogna and Gadura. I paid a small fee in Port Nyanzaru to have an artist draw 'em up. I worry about 'em every night. We're apart and hope that those foul fire newts haven't eaten 'em up yet.
Oh no. I hope that they're okay, and I'm sure they are. Can we do anything to help you?
That's the whole point, isn't it? We're heading to Harakamar to free the people, the albino dwarves, from the fire newts.
It's true. I'm sure they'll have survived by the time we get there. It'll be okay, and they're very lovely. I can tell from the pictures.
Thank you. You know, Balira is a damn good cook. Makes some of the best boar bacon you've ever had. And me girls,
Boar bacon?
me girls are wee adorable ones. They like to pull pranks on each other and get up to all kinds of mischief, silly little things. And you see, he kind of tears up thinking about his daughters.
I'll just kind of like pat him on the shoulder, and I'll be like, "Don't worry, we're gonna make sure they're safe, Mushari. We'll make sure we get your lovely family, and we'll hunt them some boar, and your wife can make boar bacon for all. I think everybody will enjoy that."
I'm sure she would be appreciative enough to make us all oodles and noodles of boar bacon. I thank you, lass, for your kind words. You know, I actually almost killed my wife when we first met. Did I? I suppose I never told you the story. Would you like to hear?
Oh, of course.
No.
Sounds like a fun
And
story.
I stand up and I go take a piss out in the woods.
He kind of
Nope.
looks sad at that, but turns to Rhea and says, "Yeah, I was carrying a bag of black powder out of me cart for me mate's hunting rifle, and wouldn't you know it, I saw her standing by a campfire, getting ready to cook some boar meat, and I was stumbling over to introduce myself because she was so beautiful. And I put down the black powder right next to the dawn fire, not even thinking about it. I was so fuzzy-hearted over seeing Balira, I didn't notice my bag caught on fire. All I heard was a shout from my mate Jotun, and realized at the last second what was about to happen. So I grabbed her over my shoulder and leapt over a nearby cart, and boy, I tell you, nothing's louder than a bag of black powder going off 5 feet away from you. I got a rough slap from Balira for that, and some cussing out, let me tell you. But I promised to make it up to her by buying her dinner and as many pints as she could handle. And she softened up enough to see me mistake, and after a few pints we were like 2 beavers in a gunny sack we were."
Oh
What a
gosh,
night that was.
I like to hope that I'm like pulling my pants up and coming around the corner while you say the beaver line. Like, what? And everybody's laughing. I'm like, you guys.
Well, you certainly made an impactful entrance with her. That's such a great story of you two getting together.
Aye, quite explosive our romance be.
Haha. You're punny. I like it, Musharib.
And yeah, he just finishes cooking his meal, and you guys can continue heading south, or you can try to talk to Ribrab.
Can we talk to Ribrab? Does he speak
Well,
our language?
You
one,
know,
of, one of you can
Hug
try
it.
to talk to Ribrab.
I know everything I need to about Ribrab.
Maybe too much.
So, Daisel, do you
Wow.
want to do it?
I mean,
Since Rhea has a personal connection.
I don't feel like, as day still, I don't feel inclined to, but like I will definitely help.
Hey,
So,
Ribrab, come on up here.
let me do something more my style, though. Like,
So, what brings you here?
I want to.
I can
wanna go up
translate.
to- I want to go up to Rib Rab and kind of look him over, kind of stare him down a little bit, and like look at his bag and stuff. And I'm gonna look over at Hug, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what's going on here.
This is a frog person. I don't get
okay.
it.
And so anything she asks him, I'm going to translate back and forth between the two.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, Hug, I know you have your way with words with this guy, so I want you to help me out. I want to talk right now. I want to talk like high level. Right
High
now.
level. Okay. Sure. What's high level mean?
I want you to ask him where he comes from,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna be like staring right at.
Frog face.
I'm not gonna look at Hug while I talk. I'm just gonna stare Frog face right in the eye. Rib Rab. We're just gonna
Froggy.
lock eyes with him. So I wanna like try to intimidate him, even though I'm talking through Hug.
Okay. So what are you asking him?
Where does he come from, Hug? Ask him where he comes from, Hug. And I'm gonna be looking at Rib Rab right in the eyes.
Who
Where does
is
he
your
come from,
daddy
Hug?
and what does he do?
I want to know right now.
Rib Rab kind of looks shiftily at both of you and shakes his head no.
Where are you from?
And I'm there completely opposite, like just ear to ear grin,
Yeah.
happy as go lucky,
Yeah,
friendly.
and Rib Rab again goes
Good cop, bad cop.
just shaking his head no.
He doesn't know.
Why should we keep you around? Why should we keep him? Hug, ask him. Why is he here? Does he have my caltrips? Does he?
So.
Fucking ask him.
What is your banana, and do you have face cream?
He gives the most confused stare at Hug and then back at Rhea and then at Hug and he goes
I'm Daysil.
at Dacel and he just goes
No, he doesn't.
I'm not over this. And I'm just gonna do this to him, and then I'm also gonna do it to Hug. And as I walk, and I'm gonna walk away.
as she walks away, Rib Rab watches her and goes to Hug. Like
And
he's trying
do the same
to figure
thing,
out what this means.
and I do to her, and I go to him. I'm
it's
like,
just Hug and Rib Rab going.
And then hopefully I'm walking by. I'm gonna purposely walk by Monsu while I'm walking away and be like, the fuck.
so as she's walked away now, I'm gonna lean over to him and say,
Did you steal her weapons?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check if you want.
"Okay, yep, sure. I will definitely roll an insight check because that's wholeheartedly one of my best skills." Oh, 15. Yeah.
Actually,
yeah,
pretty good.
you actually kind of feel Rib Rab's telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think he took him.
Cool. As I'm walking away from Rib Rab, like just
Yeah,
continually
he continues giving you the finger things back.
continue doing the walk away now.
I'm like watching them like
Every now and then you look over to them and they're still fucking doing it.
Every once in a while for the next several days until our next encounter, I'm just gonna be like
2 bits.
Yep.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah. So, do you guys want to do anything else, or just heading south?
I'm heading south.
Just
Yep.
heading
That's
south.
my opinion.
Yeah.
We
I
gotta
mean,
go
I
save
don't
his
have-
family.
I've got all the small game and water
Mhm.
and berries and shit, so we're well fed.
All right, so you guys have 2 spaces before your next encounter. So, is there anything in particular you're doing during this journey?
I'm pulling out my lute and I am playing along as we're walking, not being stealthy at all. And I'm singing,
And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more.
Just to
Be the man to
Cool.
walk a
Hug, roll
1,000
me
miles
performance with
before
disadvantage.
Oh.
down.
And then I
Uh,
completely lost the words.
Monsu's going to from time to time wild shape into the direwolf,
Uh-huh.
among other creatures too, and he's going to take a sniff of the air and just see if he can perceive like any change in terms of the smells that he was getting. If he still smells it, or
Yeah,
it's
you
got
can
closer or
roll me
farther.
another. You can roll me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. So he'll okay. I'll just roll one for.
ooh,
Ooh.
I'll just roll one for in general, but like let's say he does that a couple times throughout the trip, just to make it easy.
Yeah, as you're heading south, you get a nice whiff of some more rotting decay smell. Not as bad as the one previously, but you do smell some more rotting decay coming up in your next. You think you're heading towards it, and you also smell a weird animal smell, kind of avian, a little bit.
Okay, I let people know what I picked up on.
Tree.
Is it her pocket bacon? Is it gone bad?
I'm pretty sure it's not the bacon.
Okay, can I have some then?
Cured. It's
Just be careful, everyone.
shing.
I think no matter which way we go, we're
I
gonna.
offer some. I offer some to Froggy Frog.
He,
Yeah,
he
break it in
globs
half,
down.
bro.
Blah, 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 blah.
So he lets everyone know on the team.
Okay. Azaka says, "Everybody be on your guard," and she has her spear out. Azaka's taking up the front. Musharib's still at the front with Azaka's at the back. Musharib is at the front with his warhammer, just slowly trudging through the jungle. And Ribrab is in the center, just being very cowardly.
Oh, continuing forward.
All right.
Yep.
And yeah, you guys brush through the jungle, and you peer through, and you see this.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh wait, what's that? Oh, it's
my
like a.
Feet.
If you look in the top right corner, you can get a better visual at what you're seeing.
A perspective variable.
What?
Ooh,
Yep, and that's
it's
you guys see that.
Where are
you are
we?
all starting to smell a little bit of putrescence, and you can now hear some aggravated
Oh.
squawks coming from the north.
I'm assuming we
this-
shouldn't scroll up very high.
No,
Where are we?
Um,
Oh, there we are. I
Yeah,
see us.
you guys are at the bottom.
So what are these things here? What's the
What are these?
Yes.
What?
these things right there?
It looks like some stone pillars.
Are they
Perhaps
taller
they
than
were-
us or not?
Oh no, those are tents.
Oh,
Yeah, those are tents.
okay.
Basically, the points of interest. Do you guys see the numbers? Do you guys see the
Yeah.
numbers on the map?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
we do.
Okay, those are the ones that are specific that you can ask about or investigate.
Alright, Rhea will come over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Hug is definitely going over in this direction here, right there.
Yeah, I'll check out this number 3 area.
And yeah, you see a burnt out looking shrine.
Can I
It looks
tell
like a
what it's
make,
a
it
shrine
looks
of?
like a makeshift shrine made out of tarp and wood that appears to be almost completely burnt to the ground.
Can I tell what it's a shrine of? Like what kind of god?
Yeah, you can roll me a religion check. And let me know what you get because I'm looking.
13.
13.
13. Yeah, you're not quite sure. It's definitely a religious shrine, but you're not sure which god this is.
Can I tell if it's like good or evil at all?
You can tell that the symbol that you're seeing on the wall that is partially burnt is a white right gauntlet.
I feel like I know that. I mean, I don't know in game, but I just okay.
We you know what? Hug's gonna turn around and say, "Who has that book? That book that we had found off the one guy when we first started coming down here? Wasn't there something on a gauntlet in that?"
Is that where I saw it?
I kind of it,
You taking notes?
was yeah.
No, we have
Who
the
has
handout.
that? Yeah,
have
but
the,
who has the book?
I didn't take
Dead
the
Star versus Priest Journal, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Who has it though?
Thought it was you.
I think it was Rhea or Daysil.
Yeah, I
I
have
know
it
one
was
of the one
definitely
of the
not
girls.
Hug.
I have it in mine.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't want to
Okay,
like blame
yeah,
you,
order
but
order of the gauntlet.
I'm like, man, books, libraries. Meh.
So
Order the gauntlet somewhere in there.
yeah, it says. All right, I'll just read the little entry that it has it in. Had a weird moment today. Gondola referred to Farul as Cap'n and got a smack across the head and a scowl from Farul. When I asked if Farul had been captain of a ship, he denied it and said that he used to be a captain in the military of the Order of the Gauntlet and regretted his time there, refusing to speak any more about it.
Can I find Musharib and ask him what he knows about the Order of the Gauntlet?
Yeah, Musharib is kind of. Yeah, most of the NPCs are just following you guys around, so that I don't have to put their tokens on. But
Yeah.
Musharib, yeah, he kind of scratches a beard and he says, "Doesn't sound familiar to me."
Do we have free reign right now on this, or can I move
Yeah.
my token further? Okay.
Yeah, anywhere you
So I'm
guys
gonna
wanna go.
sneak up into like underneath the tree and beside the tent here, just to
Roll
see if I
me
can
a
start seeing
stealth
anybody.
check.
Okay, crap.
You very loudly sneak up into the tree, and you're
Yeah.
checking out the number 1 area.
I'm just checking out number 1 to see if I see anybody, and in front of the feet as well.
Yeah, this
around.
area, it appears to be, I mean, looking over the rest of it and this area was probably where the leaders were. You guys can see a symbol, definitely some flags hanging outside of these tents. The main thing you gather from these tents is that just looking at them, they're where whoever was in charge of this area, this is where they stayed. And you see, hold on one sec. You see this symbol. Come on. Let's see if this pops up. You guys, what are you guys discussing while I'm doing this?
So
Hey
I had a-
guys, I'm not seeing people. Maybe we should get a closer look. Somebody go check in front of those tents in the Sri area.
So
The Sri?
I'll look for
Do you guys see the symbol?
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what's on the flags.
Okay.
Okay. Mansu's gonna. He's like, I want to do a search of the perimeter. I just want to check everything out. He's gonna like turn back into a dire wolf. Dire wolves can move pretty fast. They can move 50 feet. So and they have stealth. They have a good stealth roll and good perception. So I'm basically going to kind of like pad my way around. I don't know if I can draw a line. Yeah. So kind of like as these guys are talking, kind of like over here, like I'm just kind of checking stuff out to see if there's like movement or people or any danger. That's really what I'm mainly looking for. So kind of like around. Are you seeing these arrows? But you get it. Like just doing the perimeter.
Yeah,
just around.
roll me a perception check.
Okay. I will roll you a perception check. And I have advantage if it's sight or smell.
Okay.
Okay, so if I don't have advantage, it's 18. If I do, it's 20. Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
If you want to, sure.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
because
It doesn't matter.
you're patrolling the perimeter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And like just sort of bopping around, just like sniffing stuff. As these guys are doing things, I'm just like moving around and checking it out. Because something like this feels really eerie. So he has +4 for stealth, just so you know. 9. All right.
Yeah, you very loudly patrol the perimeter.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't see anything out of the unusual except for the squawking and the smell of whatever creature is coming from Area 4. It appears to be a large bird-like creature.
Oh.
It looks like, hold on, let me see if I can show you a picture of it.
Okay. So there's a live bird in that area.
Yes.
Can I go? Can I bark? Like start barking when I see it?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, boy. What's up, boy?
Wait, where is he? I'm looking.
Area 4.
Area 4. You're in Area 4 right now? Like, where are you when you're barking?
I'm gonna move my guy. Sorry. I'm gonna be kind of over. Oh, actually, if I did the perimeter, kind of over here.
Okay.
Or here, maybe. Yeah.
I think he found Timmy. Timmy, did he find a well?
So
Oh, well,
when I hear
So-
him barking,
When I hear him barking, I'm not going to go anywhere except for continuing on up this way around the staircase and stop here until I see the bird and be like,
Oh, it's a bird.
God damn it! Why can't I show you the picture of it? Yeah, you guys just keep talking amongst yourselves for a sec.
so I'm gonna walk
awesome.
up to this
I'd
bird.
like to
Yeah.
think that I was following you guys too.
I'm going to go up to
Yes.
Monsu
Yeah, I'm like,
and pet
"Dave,
him and say,
bird
Oh,
thing.
good
worry
Come
about
over
it.
here.
boy.
Like I'm way down here.
Good boy, Gonzu. You found a bird.
Okay. He gives you like a glare.
I'm going to start petting you. I don't care if you're glaring at me. I'm petting you.
And he's gonna pad over to check the bird out closer. Is it tied up? Like, why is it stuck in this pen?
It appears to be in a cage, and you see like a tear in the cage that it might have gotten into, and it just got stuck inside this cage, and it looks somewhat malnourished.
Oh.
It appears like this was a cage to like hold animals. You can roll a nature or a survival check to determine like what kind of animals, but this creature went to investigate and it must have gotten stuck.
I got a 13. If I don't have advantage.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
I mean, 13's high enough. I mean, it kind of looks like pig tracks inside this area.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
think it ate the bacon.
So is this just like a wild animal that got stuck in here, or was this something that got left from whoever was here?
It seems like it got itself trapped by accident.
Is it scared of us, or is it like trying
It's
to like?
freaking out. It's freaking out. It keeps attacking the cage like it's trying to figure out how to get out of it.
So do we want to
poor guy.
set,
Okay,
set
calm
it
down.
free?
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm
Can
down.
we
Come
break
here. Come
open?
here.
Can I? Yeah. Hug, you gonna try?
Hug's trying to
an
smash
animal
the-
handling check.
Animal handling?
Roll it with disadvantage because this thing's freaking out already.
bugger.
No, it's not bad.
14.
Yeah, you kind of sweet talk it, and it slowly starts to calm down. And you can
Calm
see
down,
its
calm down.
eyes are very wide, and it's panting very heavily.
I'm gonna keep it calm, not going near it. But what I'm gonna try to undo, or at least break open anything that's trying to stop it from getting out.
I mean, there's a hole in the back of the cage. If you
Yep.
grab it and just do a strength
That's-
athletics check,
Can-
you might be able to
can I
tear
help?
it open enough.
Can I help with that?
Athletics.
Yeah, you can roll it with advantage because Monsu's
So-
helping you.
I'm helping with my teeth. I'm like, "Arr," and like trying to pull it back. Die rolls have 17 strength, so they're actually.
13.
Yeah, you know what? It's enough. And as soon as
Okay.
you break it open, the bird coos out loudly and runs off.
Bye. You're welcome,
Oh, it just
you
leaves?
ingrate.
Okay, so it's just gone.
Yep, it hoofs it out of there.
Oh.
Good deed for the day done.
I howl at the bird.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We've saved it. It's fine. Go keep looking around. See if you find anything else.
Hey, I'm gonna keep looking around, just moving through, like just.
Rhea, what
Check-
are you checking out?
Yeah, I had a question. So, should I just assume like any shrine that's not to my goddess is like an enemy shrine or an enemy altar because it's like not hers?
You're not sure what this is. You can roll a history check to see if this is related to anything.
Okay.
As she's doing that, Hug is just standing at the opening of the shrine.
So
I'm
16.
watching.
Hello.
I'm watching Rhea. I'm like watching her look at the whole thing and like observing her reaction.
Rhea, this shrine,
Goodbye.
it doesn't appear to
Goodbye.
be to any god. This shrine, you feel like it has something to do with like the mythology or the legends of Chult. It appears to be centuries old. It is a very, very old shrine.
Okay.
2 bits.
But
2
yeah,
bits.
I mean, it looks like it looks like a man carrying a crocodile on his back.
Okay.
You're not sure why though.
Right.
Maybe this guy was going away, and this is part of the joke. See you later, alligator.
Lol. So I kind of want to check out like in this
crocodile.
temple. Let's see if there's
Again,
anything
this
interesting.
wouldn't really be a religious temple. It's more of a shrine to
Or yeah, shrine.
to,
Sorry.
to like some sort of mythology type of
Like a
some
sphinx.
sort of Chultan mythology.
Okay.
Dayso,
Hug's going into the
what are
tent.
you up to?
I followed everybody.
Okay, so you're going to check out the shrine.
Well, I'm just kind of like tagging along. Like I'm disinterested. I'm not.
Has anyone done any investigation checks on any of these tents, or like checked
Nope,
for stuff?
I
I'm about
watched,
to do that right now.
It's just that I watched Rhea and I'm just like, oh my god, she's on one of her things again. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not
Yeah.
disinterested. It's just like Daysil's just disengaged. I'm just like, oh my god, this is just
Yeah.
one of her things. And I'm like, can't you just appreciate a fine work of art type thing? And then I'm just tagging along. Like
All right.
I'm aware of
What
what's
do you
going
think?
on.
so
but
so
I'm just,
Hug, you said you were checking out one of the tents.
Yep,
All right. Which so one of the tent in the area.
I'm the one that I'm on right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you go into this much larger, more organized tent. It definitely it's covered in dirt and mud, and it looks like it hasn't been used in a while. And you can kind of see like a table with charts and maps. You see a bed with a bedroll and a chest. You see that flag, on the inside of the tent, and yeah, that's what you see.
Hey guys, I bet they were a bunch of detectives here. Or should I say, investigators.
I'm gonna go into the tent when I hear him like yelling.
Yep.
And I'm gonna start sniffing around. So I'll do an investigation check, just
Sure.
in the area.
Investigators.
Yeah. My investigation's not super good, but he's just sniffing around. One. He's a wolf. He's like, is there any food here?
Yeah, you kind of sniff
Oh my
around,
gosh.
and you see the chest at the end of the bed, and it looks interesting, and you kind of want to go check it out.
All right. Well, yeah, I have no reason not to, so I'm gonna walk over and like bop my nose against the chest.
And you nudge it open, and something darts out and bites you.
Oh crap!
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
Ooh.
And
That
a venomous
hits.
snake lurches out of the chest and bites
That
you right
hit.
on your snoot. And make a con save, DC 10.
Okay. Yeah, my actual normal constitution is better, so okay. Yeah, I made it.
Okay, so you do not take any additional poison, but you do take 1
Whoa.
piercing and 4 poison damage from the bite.
Okay, that's my dire wolf, so I'm gonna record this. So that's 33. Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, as soon as it bites you, it recoils back into the chest.
Did I hear that like a yelp of a dog?
I'm sure you did.
Okay, then I'm running back over to that tent.
His
Hey boy, what's up? What's wrong?
you notice that his nose is like a little bit swollen,
Oh.
and I'm like rubbing it with my paw.
Aw, what's wrong? You okay?
I'm like tapping the chest with my paw.
What's in the chest, boy? What's in the chest? What's in the chest? You want a treat? Is that it? Is there treats?
I like walk away from it.
Oh. Okay. Should I open it? Do you want me to open it, boy?
I'm just like backing off.
I want to open this.
And I'm gonna grab my quarterstaff and be like,
Uh,
and I open it up really fast, and I'm like, oh!
And yeah, you see a snake lunges out and bites at the air and then recoils back inside the chest.
And as it's doing that, it's just a quick swipe of my quarterstaff at the same time.
Sure. And
Swing and a miss.
8 will not hit, and yeah, after you miss, it kind of recoils and just lurks in the corner of it, just staring at you.
So all that's in that chest is a snake.
There appears to be other stuff, but it looks old and forgotten. Probably just some useless clothes.
it's probably some useless clothes.
I turn my back and I walk away.
Okay. Dace, Rhea, what are you up to?
I was gonna check out this tent area that I'm near.
Okay. Yeah, you see a bunch of tents over here, and all the tents are ruined one way or another. Most have been slashed by claws or weapons during a fight, and all the canvas is at the point of disintegration from mildew and jungle rot.
I guess I'll just kind of like investigate, see if I find anything of interest in here, any
Sure.
leftover gold coins or something. 15?
Yeah, you search all over, but it doesn't appear to be anything of use. You get the feeling, though, that the people who were here probably left in a hurry, and they may have taken all their useful stuff with them.
Makes sense. Alright. Then I guess I'm gonna head over to this shrine.
While you're doing that,
Daesalis.
Daso, are you doing anything?
So yeah, I was. While everybody was down over in, I just pinged it like this area,
Uh-huh.
tents and stuff. I kind of was sulking and like walking in through these. I assume they're cobwebs, these hangy doodles.
Okay.
Just kind of meandering and trying to like admire
the structure and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how long it took, but I mean, it doesn't look like too far, like 20, 30,
as you're
40
walking
feet.
through that
like,
area, you hear it
Mhm.
click. And what is your passive perception?
Should I back up?
No,
I moved
I'm
myself
asking
again.
you what's your passive perception.
Okay, no, I will tell you. I didn't know if I walked too far. 13 is passive.
13. Yeah. Just as you're about to walk forward, so let's say you're right here. Just as you're
Okay.
about to take the next step forward, you kind of look down and you see that the stone-tiled floor seems to be covered with thick layer of mud, creepers, and blown-in leaves, and there's like a line going across and an indentation in the middle of the floor. And it looks like a giant square in like the middle of the floor is like kind of indented.
And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm looking at it. Can I step around it then and be like, what is going on in here? Move around it?
Sure.
And
yeah,
I'm like-
there's a narrow ledge along the walls that do not that are away from that big square section in the middle of the floor. Make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics. Yeah. 13?
Yeah, you successfully make it across to this section right here.
Oh. And I'm like, what is going on in here? I imagine these are like Indiana Jones cobwebs, and I'm like piercing through them.
This next
what?
area appears to have a ceiling that's like 23 feet high, and there's just cobwebs draped all over this section of the shrine.
Now I'm intrigued. Now I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I feel like, given the time, that's pretty much all I would have done. If you want to move to somebody else, but like,
Sure.
I'm
Back
going
to-
deeper. Just so you know, spoilers.
Back to Hug. What is Hug up to?
Hug is wondering what everybody else is doing. He's going to go up to this and be like,
Ooh.
hey, so what's up? What are you seeing? And he's going to start walking in.
Okay. Hug.
Is there an
what is
echo
your
in there?
passive perception?
My passive perception is 10. However, danger sense.
Let me see what danger sense does. It might help you.
Advantage on dex saves, dodges away from danger.
I think it's on the only
and
thing about
you can
danger
see-
sense is I think you have to
So just-
see it, and I don't think
Dexterity
you're able
saving
to
throws.
see it.
Saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps, spells, and a special effect. Okay, so all I need to do is see a trap or something's being triggered, I guess.
Well, in question, because I saw Daysil kind of dance around it, and my passive perception is 13. So, like, as I see Hug charging in here, can I kind of be like, "Whoa, dude! Hey, I think there's like
What's up?"
something there."
I'm gonna say this thing you wouldn't really see because it's on the floor,
Okay.
and I don't think Hug was watching the floor when he was moving through it.
Yeah.
So
I am not. I am looking forward at Daycel.
Yeah, so as soon as you step forward, you're fine, Rebecca. As soon as you step forward, the floor gives way and you fall into a pit.
Not again!
What the? And I hear him behind me, obviously.
Do I not
like,
grab?
what
Do I have a chance to grab the ledge at least?
Hold on a sec.
Oh my gosh. You're like the damsel. What the hell is that? Look at.
And
You just fell down there.
yeah, Hug, you plummet down into this pit. 20 feet down. Ooh.
Oh
Oh
no!
my gosh, that's so far.
So let me look up
36.
falling damage.
Oh
2d6,
no!
no?
Yeah, it's not that bad. 20 feet's
Okay.
not bad.
It's 2d6.
Yeah. Not
Okay,
only that,
down
but
there.
You're right.
So for every 10 feet, you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. So you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage falling into this pit.
sure.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage. And
Done. You got it.
And you are knocked prone.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. This pit just appears to be dark and dusty and muddy, and nothing of interest in the pit.
Can everybody else see, by the way, the health bar at the top?
Yes. It's on Hug's token.
Yeah. I don't know. I personally I can't see.
Is
It's
it
a
still
red-
like we're
it's a
not?
red
There's no
bar.
initiative, right? I can.
Mm-mm.
So I can get up, right?
Yeah, you can get up.
Great. I'm gonna
And I would
take
have
my.
hurt him.
I'm gonna take my hemp rope that I have and say, "Hey, catch!"
Yep. So
Yeah, and I'll be there on the other side.
with Daysil helping you and the rope, you can roll an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage to climb out of the pit.
Amazing. 17.
You very easily, using your strong half-orc strength, climb up the rope and reach
Grab my
Daysil.
strong hand.
Oh, that was close. By the way, guys, watch out. There's a hole here. Heads up.
I
Thanks,
fell
Hug.
into the pit.
Would have been nice if somebody told me this.
Do I hear anything like with my keen ears?
Yeah, I'd
I'm
say at this
sniffing around
point
these
you'd hear
tents.
something. You'd probably
did,
hear Hug go, "Oh!"
Okay, so I was kind of trying to investigate the other tent because I investigated the snake tent, but I
Yeah.
was going to investigate the normal tent. Can I roll a check to see if as I was sniffing around, if there was anything that I happened to notice?
Sure.
14. Okay, so
Yeah, you investigate the tent and you come across a note.
okay.
And let me just see.
Does
The
it say
note
that watch out for the
says-
hole?
No, the note says that the Order of the Gauntlet had to move the camp north due to continuous attacks from the undead in the area. And they will be following the River Shawshanstar north of the Eldani Basin. The captain had heard of herbivore dinosaurs in the area, so there will be plenty to hunt in the river for water.
So we're fishing.
Okay, so what I've got is the Order of the Gauntlet had to move the camp north due to continuous attacks from undead. They'll be following the river north of the Eldani Basin. Oh. But we followed the river and we didn't see them at all.
And we went through the Eldani Basin.
I wonder if...
Don't forget, this has been... It looks like it's been here for a while because the tents are, getting mildew and whatnot.
So I wonder if the Order of the Gauntlet and these crab people are related. Okay, so anyway, I've got the note in my mouth, and as I hear it, my ears perk up, and I dart out of the tent and sniff around, using my keen smell and hearing to run over here and stop shy of the pit. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm
Show
sure all
off.
three of them would say something.
Yeah, and I'm going to pass the note over to
We're in the
Rhea.
process of pulling Hug out.
No, Daysil.
Hey, well, don't just stop.
Okay, so yeah, so he he just goes down on his heels and then passes the note. That's Rhea, right? No, that's Daysil beside
No,
me.
Rhea's next to you.
Rhea, so he's passing the note to Rhea.
All right.
And he's just looking across the pit and trying to figure out what happened.
Just before we continue, just going forward, everybody's good to go until 10, right?
I'm good.
Yes, but if I could get a bio break because I choked coffee.
Do you guys want to take a break now?
I
I could
only
do
need
with a
2
bio break.
seconds. I just have to grab something. I actually had a a chat thing. I was 2 seconds and I had it ready to go. So 2 seconds for me.
I literally need 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
Girl
let's
bathroom time.
take a quick 5-minute break.
Not much coffee, eh?
Dude, I
Thank
chugged
you.
it.
Yeah, it's
And-
weird how different it is on Sunday afternoon versus Thursday evening. Everybody's I have to pee every fucking hour. Thank you.
And also, just as a side note for everybody, as kind of a metagaming here, Emily, your dog in the background playing Upside Down is so adorable.
Oh,
It's
I know.
distracting.
I love
Hey,
it.
doggy.
It's like keeps rolling upside down. I'm like, Monsu. I mean,
Everybody's dogs are
That's what
amazing.
that's
I
what I
see
look
all
like.
the puppies.
Ori, she's my dirt baby, and then I have Bear back there hiding.
yeah,
There's all
sorry
kinds
to
of
distract,
chat
but I figured
puppies.
I have to bring it
Love
up.
I'll always
Alright,
take a
so,
dog home. I love
quick,
my dog.
5-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, not even cool.
Streaming, we have had our break, and we are ready to delve further into our adventure here. And hopefully our characters succeed. Yeah,
And
so
the
you
rock
guys,
falls on us
guys
and
have
party's
covered
dead.
a pit trap that Hug unfortunately fell into. And yeah, you have 2 people on one side and 2 people on the other. The NPCs, Azaka, Ribrab, and Musharib are waiting outside, kind of keeping an eye on things to make sure you guys don't get attacked from behind. And they're staying at the entrance of this shrine. And they wish you luck and do what you're gonna do.
So, I mean, are we deciding to push forward, or do we want to play it cautious and just continue down the river? I'm good either way.
Are you okay, Hug?
Well, it's just, my left knee is just killing me.
As I'm holding my right knee.
Oh,
Okay.
so
just follow this
what did you
ledge,
find
and
here?
I'm gonna,
What's
just-
this grill in front of us? Is this a grill? Is this a door? What is this?
I don't care. Just walk this way.
The area in front of you, Hug, appears to be a section of the shrine that has very high ceilings, and just the section is just covered in cobwebs.
And I'm scared. So I'm ushering him along the side of the wall and just walk on this edge, and we'll just scooch you on back over to the other side where you
how can
came
I-
Shouldn't we
from.
use a rope or safety line? This
No,
seems
we're gonna, you'll
completely
be fine.
unsafe. What
Don't
if you
look.
fell in?
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Are you
Here,
going
here.
back towards us?
What
Okay,
about the rest of the stuff?
I'm moving back.
Okay.
What do you mean? Stuff?
Ansu,
We have
Ansu,
all our stuff.
here, boy, here, boy.
And I'm gonna wrap my
Okay,
rope
I imagine
around
along
the
that
quarterstaff,
Yep.
and I'm gonna throw it like a stick while I'm holding the other end.
Mm-hmm.
Catch!
Oh, wait,
That's
Daysil, if you're going across the pit, you gotta make another acrobatics check.
Okay, I absolutely will. Let me back up.
I believe it is a DC 10 acrobatics check to get across on those narrow
Can I-
ledges.
Can I use one of Hug's javelins, like, for advantage? And be like, what they call that? Like the high pole jump in track, where you, like, stick it in the ground and, like,
You
vault-
get a
vault.
you get a feeling that maybe if one of the others held a rope while you were crossing, you'd have better advantage than trying to pole vault a pitfall.
All right.
mean,
Here,
so
here. Let me
I'd
go
like to
first,
then,
and
if
then
I feel that, then I'll just take my rope and be like, "Hey," and I'll throw it over the edge.
I'll try and catch it and like
Yeah. I also
put it in the teeth of Monsu, and then I'll like hold
Yeah,
on to
okay.
part
I've
of it.
got the ropes. Well, I guess I don't know what order this all happened in because you threw a quarterstaff, but I guess I'll take Daisel's rope or drop the staff and take Daisel's rope for a second and help her across and
Okay.
then help.
So,
And then help Hug.
Daysil, you can make an acrobatics check with advantage to cross. So you're keeping one hand on the wall, and you have the other arm wrapped in the rope to kind of help you. And yeah, you make
Nice.
it. You make it across
19.
to the other side.
Okay, and then we'll
Hug's
help
gonna
Hug
see
the same
this.
way.
Hug's gonna see this, and he's gonna be like,
Hmm.
and then I'm gonna look at the pit, and I'm gonna it's 20 feet down, but that's to the bottom. If I just literally, I'm 6 foot something. If I
I'm calling
literally
for you.
crawl
Come on, Hug.
down with my hands and I just let myself fall down by like a couple of feet, even if I'm prepared to do the drop, do I still take damage? That's-
Because it's 20 feet and Hug's 6 feet, you'd still take 10 feet of fall damage. So
Even if I'm prepared for like a catching myself?
No. It's still fall damage.
Still 10
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to avoid like if I don't make it. Although it's athletics, right?
Acrobatics to if you're gonna do what
Acrobatics.
Daysil did.
feet. With advantage.
Yeah, if you use the rope, you can do it with advantage.
I'm definitely gonna do it with rope, but I was gonna fall down and do the 1d6 I'm gonna do the whole, very softly, very gently, just
Okay.
let myself down.
You still
Go to the
fall
other
10
end,
feet.
Still fall 10 feet.
One
1d6.
bludgeoning
I get it.
damage.
Great. I will take 1 bludgeoning
That's
damage.
fine.
Absolutely. Oh, I should have raged first. Damn it.
Ah,
You took 1 damage. So I'm gonna go and look down over the edge and be
Uh-huh.
like. And he's got a rope hanging from his mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna like toss the rope down to Hug and then like
Oh,
hold
I
on
already,
to
I
part of
already
it.
threw my staff across for him to catch and to,
Okay.
to fetch.
Mm.
It's already there.
Yeah.
We're good.
So you climb back up.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're all on the other side. So I'm kind of like sniffing and like trying to peer into like the hallway and see like what I can see down there. Like I'm very curious about it.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell because it's dark and the hallway across from you appears to be just shrouded in cobwebs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I am gonna cure wounds Hug now that he's over here.
Okay.
oh.
Bless you.
Sorry. Thank you.
It's
Sorry,
kind of
my mute button is-
it's like literally a nat 1, but that's okay.
It's fine.
So you get
You're
7.
amazing.
I wonder. Okay.
Ria,
Yeah,
can,
so
you,
I
can
can-
you describe what your cure wounds looks like with your religious magic?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll kind of like whisper a quick little prayer, and then just like light comes from my hands a little bit, and I'll like touch the worst wounds that I see on Hug, his right or left knee. I kind of like questioned for a second because I was confused.
My left knee. This one here.
I grab his right.
Yep, that's
And,
the one.
Yeah, and just like touch it with my healing light.
Ah,
Very nice.
Are you better?
almost. I'm good.
Okay.
What
I
to
kinda
do,
wanna-
what to do.
I'll say, did we have more to investigate here, or we
Hug's
just...
gonna go
I
over
think we
and
Just
investigate
back
these
down the
tents down
river?
here.
I think we should find the water. I'm thirsty.
Ria and Monsu, you kind of look at Azaka, and she's kind of looking curiously up at this giant statue.
Azaka, do you know anything about the history of this place?
She kind of thinks about it, and she goes, I could have sworn there was a story about man and crocodile. I feel as though the shrine, there's something important about the symbology here.
Do you recall the story about the crocodile at all?
Not in particular. I know it didn't end well for the man, but there's something about the symbology of this statue. Just looking at the statue, it feels like there's something about the story and what's going on with the statue that it seems like it's important.
Hmm.
Is it
Seems like
Santa
this-
Jaws?
If you guys scroll to the top right, you can see what the statue looks like. And Azaka is saying that there's something about the story and about the statue that's hitting her, and she feels like that's important.
The guy doesn't have a head. He's got a skull
No,
body.
he has a head. It's hard to see because of the way
The skull's
the way
like
they did it.
mushed
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
into the body, but it's like the crocodile is
It's
like latched
the
onto him.
head. It is a skull, but it's kind of like that. So it's not like it's missing a head. He's kind of crouched so that the crocodile's head is on top, so he can carry him.
It's Santa Jaws.
I'm gonna kind of like look. Is Musharib around?
Yeah, Musharib's looking around. He's got his back to the shrine. He's kind of glancing across the water and the jungle.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of be like, Musharib, have you heard any weird tales about a crocodile or
Nope.
crocodile the man?
My people are all about the dwarves. I know dwarven tales, but this is unfamiliar to me.
Worth a shot.
Footprints around the area. What kind and how many?
You're checking around the shrine?
Yeah,
Roll me a survival check.
with advantage. Only because natural explorer. So I can learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through.
Okay.
Sorry, you said
It would be a survival check.
survival. Got you.
Nothing around the shrine. It appears nothing's been in the shrine in a long time, but when you were looking around near the tents, it seemed like there was a good amount of people, like over 30 people who were at this camp for sure.
Like humanoid?
Yeah, it looks to be mostly humanoid. The prints are actually look very heavy and gauntleted. Like they wore metallic boots of some sort.
And recent, like
No, these are old prints.
like in the crusted
like,
mud.
Like you had to look for a while to find some of the prints, because it's
I'm like
weather
licking the
and-
dirt. I'm
yeah.
like uh
Guys,
this place
nothing's
is weird,
here.
guys.
The statue looks like it was for somebody who was important.
Does anybody is
It looked like they were an
like,
important
good at
delegator.
history?
I just have +1 to history.
Didn't you already roll history, Rhea?
I did. It was
Yeah,
a
you
16.
can't do it again.
Oh, sorry. And yeah, it was to the statue. So it was just like, I just know it's some kind of Cholton lore temple.
Some sort of
Or, sorry, shrine.
some sort of
Shrine.
mythology of
Temple.
Cholton lore.
Okay, I'm gonna wild shape back out.
Okay.
I can do this twice, and Monty's gonna say, "Okay, I've got an idea.
What are you thinking?
I want to explore this place, but I don't want to risk us. What I could do is turn into a little spider, crawl around, check it all out, and then let you know what I see when I come back."
Can you do a bigger spider so you can cover more ground faster?
Yeah, but that'll gain attention. I mean,
This
That'll
is a
gain attention,
You'd be
though.
surprised at how fast spiders
big-
can move.
I agree. I agree. You're right.
So, how do you say your equipment works when you're in like animal form?
He
just
doesn't
all-
have
It
access to
absorbs
it. It
into
kind
you?
of melds into him.
And I turn into this tiny little spider. So spiders can move 20 feet, just so you guys know. So they're pretty fast.
and
They're
should you be leaving some of your stuff with us, just in case?
It just absorbs
Like all
into
your
him.
gold.
sure. I can leave my backpack and.
Do you have my
stuff.
caltrips? I swear to God.
Well, I was gonna
Do an
say,
investigation check.
I'll leave my
Really?
stuff. It doesn't matter to
Sure.
me.
I was gonna say if it just absorbs in with him, like the sending stone, literally, if it's just on your person.
Yeah, you
Um,
don't.
I
think
was
he
I
has
was
your-
kidding, by the
your
way. I was
caltrops.
100% kidding.
But yeah, you can. I don't have much stuff. I have like a
Yeah,
silk.
I'm teasing. Don't.
So he's like, look, the thing is like, at least I can get a sense of like what's around there. I
Go,
won't trigger
yes,
any
go.
traps. Okay. And then the next day, maybe we can go check it out when we're at full strength or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So he like shrinks down into a tiny little spider,
Okay.
and then you see him like doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle away and onto the wall. So just so you know, Joe, spiders can climb. Spider can
Thanks,
climb
Pete.
difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
Okay.
While in contact with the web, the spider knows the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web.
You have to cast a web for that.
And this- Oh, sure. I mean, it says with
There's
a
already
web.
webs in the thing, though.
And then it says the spider ignores movement restrictions caused by webbing. So he's, I'm just going to climb on the ceiling so I'm as imperceptible as possible. And I'm
Okay.
just going to be like spidering along. So I'm going to show you kind of where I
So
go.
I'm assuming you're in the middle of the ceiling as you pass through.
Maybe like off
or
to
you,
the
or are you
side.
staying to the edges?
I'll stay to the edges.
Okay.
And he's just like, I'm just moving him along.
Yep. So
You-
so
don't-
you get hold on. Go to
Yeah.
go to the first section where the pitfall is. So you crawl across that pitfall area and nothing happens, and you crawl through the cobwebby area and nothing happens, and you do not sense any other creatures in contact with that web. You enter into the next area, and this section of the hall, it appears that there's a 7-foot high ledge, and then it drops down down to the floor where there's a 4x4 pattern of squares. And then there's a 16-foot high terrace across the way from the 7-foot ledge, where there's a door with a similar 4x4 pattern.
Okay. Is that this?
Is he really alone?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
he
went across this.
He seems to think he's alone right now.
Okay.
So he went back across the pit by himself, like
It's a little spider.
Yeah, as a spider.
on
He
the
crawled
ceiling.
across the.
spider. Like
Yeah.
I'm worried about him though. Like I'm on the edge and I'm like pacing back and forth.
Well,
like,
if anything
trying to see
happens, I
spider.
like just run
Do you
like hell.
see anything?
Maybe
Yell if you
He
see
clicks
anything.
in minuscule spider language that nobody can hear.
What?
I'm a spider.
Yeah, I'm just like
A little spider, not a
I'm
giant
worried.
spider.
I'm just at the edge worrying.
Yell!
Just
Yell
pacing
if you
back
hear
and forth,
anything.
trying to look. I
Okay,
can't
well,
see
I'm gonna
from
keep
far,
going
but-
until I see stuff that's like interesting or monsters
You
wandering
can't-
around.
You can't pass through that door that has a 4x4 pattern. So
I can't pass
right
by
where
it.
you are, that you can't get past that door. It's a massive.
There's no like,
It's a massive stone door.
there's no cracks anywhere.
No. Nope.
There's no like locks or keyhole.
Not that you can see. There is that 4x4 square pattern on the door that matches the floor below.
I think he's dead, guys. We should just leave.
I'm
Now!
on the floor below. Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's like a key. Okay, well, I don't think I can trigger anything. I'm probably not heavy enough to trigger any weighted plates. I don't think. I'm gonna crawl down on the door and see if I can like touch the top left corner of the 4x4 pattern.
In spider form?
Charlotte.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I crawl around on the other patterns.
Nothing happens.
No lights go out. No.
Nothing.
Throwing that at it.
There's no. Yeah, I can't throw anything. There's nothing.
I know.
There's nothing else here, eh, that I can go through.
No. Not really. What's your passive perception?
It's pretty good. It is 16.
You do notice, looking down at the floor, that each of those squares seems to have, like, 2 small metal tubes.
2 small metal tubes. Can I go and
Going
invest?
across,
They're
like-
they're
like-
holes that
like
go
rebar?
down into the square.
Can I go and like take a look?
Sure.
I'm a spider, so can I like maybe like crawl a bit into one of the tubes?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, are they like Mario tubes? Or are they like up, or are
No,
they like
they're
rebar,
very
like
small
going
tubes.
across?
They're like that big tubes. They're like the size of a
They're up and
quarter.
down. They're not like
maybe
they're-
big, maybe like a $50 size, and there's
Okay.
2 of them diagonally on each tile.
Do I see anything?
like-
You don't really see anything because it's really dark, but you smell like old burning.
Old burning. I have a
Oh.
dark vision for 30 feet.
Yeah, you get to the end of it, and there's some weird gear mechanism, and you can smell oil.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna kind of try to remember where those tubes are,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm assuming that's some kind of fire trap. Okay, so I'm gonna crawl out. I guess I'm just gonna head back. If there's no way for me to get through, I'm gonna do one last investigation check to see if there's no way for me to get through that door. I mean, like that I can see or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's something about the pattern on the door and the pattern on the floor seems to be triggering in your head, but nothing else of interest.
Okay, I'm gonna head back and then wild shape back out into just normal Monsu.
Oh, I read
Hey,
that
buddy.
wrong. Hold on, Monsu, I read that wrong. There's actually no metal tubes going. Sorry, I'm an idiot. There's no
Okay.
metal tubes. You don't see any of that.
So all he saw was the plates, the four on
Yeah,
the floor.
just
and
the
floor.
plates on the floor and the plates on the door.
Okay.
So,
I don't see
with
any
his
fire.
crit, there was no.
I didn't get a.
Got the 8, not the crit.
No, I got the 16.
I was
8
dice.
was you. The 822 is your roll.
I mean,
That was
I'm not
from-
supposed
that
to
was
know
from before.
anything. I'm just trying to imagine
what are you
it if you tell me.
investigating, Daysil?
No, I'm just trying to. I wasn't there to see it, but I just want to imagine it if he tells me. So I was just.
Yeah. No, he
asking
just
for-
saw nothing. So he comes back. He just does spiders along the side, comes back to the group, turns back into himself.
Mhm.
He's like, when you shout at a spider, there's like literally nothing I can do. He's talking to Hug.
You could have spun a web.
Right.
Duh.
Okay, so here's the thing. I couldn't get past that big, huge stone door right at the end there. There's plates on the door, there's plates on the floor, and I think that the patterns are supposed to match in some way, or there's a connection to them, but I couldn't figure it out. There's two.
Was there a design on the door and the plates, or was it just the plates?
They matched each other. So the same thing on the door was on the floor, if you know what I mean.
Squares. Anything on the
squares.
squares?
I went on the squares, nothing happened, but I'm a spider, so I feel like that's probably the part of the problem. Probably need to be a bit heavier.
I feel like we already triggered a pit, like Hug.
No.
You were in it. You were literally in it.
I was in a pit.
If I had to take a guess, it would be that there's some kind of trap on the floor that if you do it right, you can open the door, but if you do it wrong, something shoots at you or you fall or whatever it is, right?
Right.
So we'd have to figure out what the trap is, and then we'd have to figure out what the pattern is. But I don't know what's beyond there. I don't really know, but I am quite curious. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I really am curious about what's in that temple.
Same.
let's
Well, why don't
Let's
we
use a
climb the
rope to get
mountain
over-
and see what's behind the crocodile then?
do that after we find out what's inside.
There might be a door on the back of him.
There might be a
I
door.
hate when you're right. God.
Sure, let's do that. I mean, I don't feel like I've got it in me anymore to do any more animal transformations.
Oh,
So
I was going to ask you to take a rope up and attach it to trees.
Wait. Can I ask the DM first?
Sure. What's up?
Okay. If I'm cool with like geography and stuff, would I maybe have already spotted if there was like a back entrance? Because I don't mean to metagame, but it doesn't look like there is one. So I just want to know, would I maybe have seen that?
No, none of you really checked out the back of the statue. You guys just checked out the front near the riverside area, so I'm going to say nobody really checked the back.
Okay.
Okay, let's go check the back.
And
Alright.
is it possible for us to check the back? I am seeing that there's like 25-foot.
Oh, yeah, it's
thing.
it's a big, like, hillish
Yeah.
Yeah.
section.
Huge. That's
Okay,
why
so
I
we
was
can
like,
go
how
check
long
that.
is this
Yeah.
going to take?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cool. Let's go check. Are we checking?
Yeah,
No.
two of you can go investigate, and one of you can roll with advantage for investigation.
There you
I'm
go.
saying back.
Oh, I have
I'm
really bad
tired.
investigation. Who has a good investigation check? I just have 0, so.
I can roll if you'd like. I've got a
I
negative
just
3.
have one.
+2.
Okay, you two should go.
Okay,
Basil
I'm
and Rhea.
coming. I'm coming.
I'll hang out with Hug.
All right.
Start petting you.
So if you want to roll with advantage since you have the highest
All right.
investigation.
Investigation. 17.
Yeah, you don't find anything. You circle the entire statue, checking out the wall, and it just seems to be made out of solid stone.
I'm looking all around. I'm circling around, guys.
Trying to help.
See anything?
helping.
I'm like yelling the whole time. I'm like, not seeing anything. I
Nope,
don't see
nothing.
anything.
Nope.
Hey,
Still
Mansu,
nothing
follow me.
Around
Follow
the
me.
toes.
I'm standing back here and I'm looking up at the statue to see if I can figure out what's going on with it. It's just such a weird statue.
Mm.
I'm
When I
hiding
get-
behind here, and I'm gonna yell out.
Oh no, I fell into the hole again.
Oh my gosh! Look, the silhouette of this building looks like the Enterprise.
Azaka gives Hug a narrowed glance and just shakes her head.
Here I am.
I got you.
So, while I'm waiting for everybody to get over here, I want to get my rope ready.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use the rope to help get across this pit and just get it over with.
Okay.
The only thing I'm worried about is I don't have any wild shapes left. And I'm wondering if we should just do like a long rest and explore tomorrow.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
We'll all be at full
rest in.
hit points, get our spells back, and then I could wild shape so that I'll have like a bunch more hit points so I can take a bunch of damage. I know this is probably not whatever, but like I just feel like we should go in at full strength if it's going to be like some badass temple.
Yeah, I agree.
Where did all your shit go?
I mean, I just used the one heal spell, but I know Hug's still not back at full health, and then Monsu is missing his wild shape.
That's all. I mean, I
It's
could
like
go in.
minimal things, but it's just like since it's a we've been hinted that it's like a big thing. We should probably all have like everything at our.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
But
We
I
should
kind-
sleep in the pit then.
We could sleep in the pit.
Yeah, well, just
Yeah,
nice and warm.
There's also a
and
tent
just
down
climb
here
right in
too.
here.
There are tents.
Oh, those tents are
There's not
gross.
not the one with the snake.
Those tents are gross.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
want
they're all
that.
mildewy. I'd rather sleep in a dusty hole.
Yeah,
Fire-
but
Come on,
Then you get a
warm in
fall.
won't
here.
catch me sleeping in any of those tents.
I'm gonna take
You're gonna fall in the
some
hole?
fabric and put it over like where we're sleeping,
Yes.
and hopefully trap some of the air inside.
And I do have a bedroll.
Extra
Okay.
warm.
Spread
How are we
that out.
getting down there, and how are we getting back up?
Rope.
I'll-
Can
Lots
we
of
like
rope.
tie a rope to one of the toes?
Yeah, I have my rope
The
ready.
NPCs kind of look down and they say, "That's pretty crowded for
Yeah.
7 people."
No, we're gonna use body warmth. It's fine.
I'll stay by the entrance.
I'm going to sleep outside.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just don't feel comfortable being in a cramped, confined space.
It's fine. There's no room for you
And
anyway.
Ribrab
Bye.
agrees with her.
Bye.
I'm gonna
Ushari's
stick
kinda
with
like,
Rib Rab and what's her face?
Why don't
I'm
we
gonna
just
stay
set
here
up
with my
camp
fam.
next to the statue?
Don't do a land before time shit on me, okay? Guys, don't leave me here in the hole alone. We got
Don't
rid
worry.
of the NPCs. Let's cuddle. Come on.
I'll stay with you, Daisel.
You and
Come on.
Rhea stay down in the hole. We'll stay outside the hole.
We'll have a
Monsu,
girls' night
what
in
the
here.
hell?
Drink some wine down here. Eat some of
Hopefully
that.
that trap
Oh,
doesn't
shit,
reset.
What the fuck on too? Let's drink some wine.
If I get my health back, hopefully that trap doesn't reset.
Oh my god, what? Why is that a thing?
We're just here holding down the fort.
Wait, are you guys drinking wine?
Yeah, come join us, Monsu.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll come and hang out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Drinking wine.
Hug's gonna stand basically guard at the front, not doing anything.
Yeah. Mu-
Okay,
Musha-
but the statue
Mu-
does look
Musharib
like a Christmas
cooks dinner by the fire, and he comes over to you guys and hands down cooked meals for each of you.
Nice.
I'll pass a
Aw.
glass of wine.
Come down,
Thanks,
Musharib.
bud.
There you go. I'll stay for a bit, but I'm definitely not sleeping down here.
Oh, come on.
Just stay, have a
fine.
chat.
He comes
Cuddle
down
up
and
wine,
he has a
Mr.
couple
Babe.
of drinks, but after like
Yeah.
2 hours, he's like, "Sorry, I'm too cramped for me."
Okay. All right.
It was a good
Okay.
time, Musharib. Enjoy your night, buddy.
Good
Hug.
night. Be safe.
Hug.
Yes.
Us.
Right.
Come down here.
No. I've already been down there twice.
We have rope now.
I had rope when I did it.
Come
Okay, so
cuddle.
we're gonna hang out, drink, and just like basically chill for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow morning we'll be ready to explore.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And you guys go to sleep, and nobody said they were doing watch.
Yeah, I did. I said I'm watching at the front.
Okay, so Hug is doing the watch for the entire night.
Look,
Let's-
I don't
let's be
think
clear.
that I got enough
I got
rest
away
last
with
time,
2,
but
and I fell asleep.
I'm not hurting on hit points or spell slots, so
Hug can do one watch, and Rhea
Yeah.
is not going to sleep for the rest anyway.
Yeah,
right?
Rhea is only going to transfer 4 hours, so
Right,
I'll
I'm
take up
assuming
the
Rhea
watch
isn't
after I
gonna stay
trans.
in the pit because that would be
do your
a very
fakey shit, and
wasted
then I'll
watch.
do.
Yeah, no,
I'll
she's
do
just she'll trance in the pit after her wine, and then once she finishes trance, she'll tap off Hug, so he
Okay,
can
Alright,
go
so,
get
so
his
Hug
well-
gets first watch, and then Rhea gets the other 2.
Perception, right? Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Awesome. Yes.
Nothing out of the ordinary, Hug. All right, Rhea, you can roll 2 perception checks. You don't really notice anything out of the ordinary for the first half, but in the morning, you hear Ribreb get up and go into some bushes.
not following it.
And,
Take a rib wrap shit.
you kind of. Yeah, that's about it.
Not doing anything
great.
with that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just staying where I'm at, letting him do his thing.
Yeah, that's
That's his plan. He's playing the long game.
Yeah, I'll say he might be playing the long con, but honestly, it's not worth it to
pooping
me
out
to
your,
find
your
out.
caltrops one caltrop at a time.
Whoa, that's where those bows went. Oh.
Do you make caltrips?
You know, if he's shitting those bolts, he can have them. Honestly, he worked for it, dude.
All right.
So,
yeah, you
are we going in or are we leaving? What are we doing, guys?
I thought we were
are
going
we resting
I want to go in.
Can we still play? Are we still playing?
I'll keep going if you guys want to.
I
happy
think I
to.
might have to call it a 10 because I have to do some stuff and then go to
Okay.
bed.
Oh, you have to do some stuff and go to bed. Man, I
Oh.
didn't even want to play on fucking
I got a
Thursday.
job.
Productive part of
I have
I have a
society.
job. I
Oh.
work 45 hours a week, bro. At any rate, I'm ready to rock and roll. Are we moving or are we sleeping?
Let's do
What do
this.
you want to
Let's
do?
do
One,
this.
two.
Let's go die in the next trap. Come on,
on.
let's do this.
Let's go.
I can go for a little longer, but then I gotta go.
all right.
Being productive.
Let's see
We
how
get
far
it.
we get.
Okay.
Look,
So
look,
how
I
are we gonna
think
get
that-
across?
Rope.
No,
Lots of rope.
I want to investigate these tiles further to try and see what's
can,
going on after
can-
we get
I
there.
don't think you guys are getting
We
this.
can-
How are you getting up the other side?
Okay, look. If we set up some tension, we can do a rope thing.
Yeah, but what are you gonna tie it to on the other side? Nobody's on the other side.
Monsu can wild shape, climb up there, unwild shape, have a rope. Help us out.
I
It's
don't need
true.
to-
He
I
can.
don't need to unwild shape at all. I can just stay.
Oh, it's just depending on if you choose something small to climb
Okay,
up the wall. I
how
didn't
high-
know.
It's small
high
that can
I-
carry rope.
How high can I high jump?
We can toss them, maybe.
Are you in human form?
If I'm a wolf.
Christ. Figuring
Direwolves?
out jumping.
Well, direwolves are pretty tall. They're 9 feet
Yeah.
tall. They have 17 strength.
Hold on, let
Tall
me-
when they're standing?
When you make a
Well,
high
why-
jump, you leap
so-
into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a
Jump.
standing high jump, you can jump only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement.
So I could only jump 3 feet. Yeah, I wouldn't make it. Okay.
What about doing a giant spider or a giant centipede?
Yeah, you could do that.
Sorry, I'm metagaming.
Have
What can you
seen
turn
it?
into?
Have you seen it though? Yeah. As long
Yeah,
as
he
seen
provided
it.
a list. No, he gave a list at the
he
beginning.
did turn into a spider, so I'm assuming Hug could say he could be bigger.
There'd be a giant spider.
Be a
You
bigger
could tie a
one.
rope onto a leg.
I'm cheering him on. You could be a bigger one of what you already were.
Right. Yeah, I suppose I could be a spider. All right.
And then, I mean, if you're a giant one, I assume you could take a piece of rope with you and one of your.
Yeah. Okay,
We
so
could
this
throw
is
it. Worst
giant
case.
wolf spider is what it is.
Ooh.
Neat.
Okay, so
Giant
we're on
wolf
the
spider.
edge, waiting for him to.
Smaller than a giant spider.
Take
It
it.
hunts through.
Well, I assume we're keeping one end of the rope, and then he's taking other
I wanna
just to
hold it. I wanna
simplify
hold it.
things.
Is
Okay,
that cool? Like I
Good
want to
Yeah.
hold
tight.
it.
with me.
Come on.
Okay, yeah. So
Alright.
I'm gonna be a giant wolf spider,
Yep.
and you can put a rope on me, and I'll just climb up. I don't need to make an ability check to do that.
Mhm.
Onto to the other side,
Okay.
and then I'll can I tie the rope to anything so that they can?
I mean, you climb up to this edge, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
and you don't see anything to tie it to.
Oh shit, we're only over here. I thought we were over the tiles.
Yeah,
Shit.
I was assuming you guys were all still in the pit.
I thought we were in the
Oh,
pit.
not
and
yet.
just got
I'm still
out
standing up
because
front
we
here.
set it up. Sorry.
Well,
I
we'll
thought
have
that we were
to-
like throwing the rope over the tiles to try to get
Yeah, I'll
over
say
those.
we'll probably all want to like make our way up here where Monsu is, and then reach from
Yeah.
up there.
So you
Ye-
guys,
So we need to all get out.
you just
the
need to
pit
climb.
first.
So I can hold the rope. I have a 12 strength as a spider, so I can kind of like, I don't know.
I mean,
It's actually pretty
Clamp
strong.
the rope.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully
yeah, if
somebody
you guys
doesn't
wanna
have to
try
ask
climbing,
you for
I'd like to
strength
think
now.
that
climbing
we had it
over
set up
using the
before
rope
we
attached
slept
to
there.
Monsu, he could just hold it, attached to him.
Yeah.
And then just climb up out of the pit
Okay.
that way.
So
we
do
good
that.
with that, DM?
Sure.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Oops, sorry.
So
I didn't mean to
who's
bring-
who's climbing up first?
I think Daysil went first, and then I'll go after her.
Sorry,
Daiso,
I
roll
just
me
moved-
roll me athletics or acrobatics with advantage.
Okay, I will. And I'm sorry. I just was moving my.
Yeah, you can be-
And I just got 15 to 15.
You
Yeah, I
are
didn't mean to go
very
first, I
easily
just-
able to climb up using the rope attached to Monsu's giant spider form.
So
Thank
Then the-
goodness.
we'll both hold the rope and get the rest of the people
you
across.
you feel like if you add somebody else to this ledge, you'll kind of be pushing off into the hallway. So you can bring up somebody else, but somebody's going to be shoved into the hallway going forward,
Where the tiles are?
where the spider webs are.
I'll go to the spider webs. That's fine.
Are you on the ceiling, on the floor, on the wall?
I'll be on the wall.
Okay, so as you're clickety clacking across the wall, what's your passive perception?
16.
You kind of notice large rectangular holes in the wall that are very concealed by the spider webs.
Okay, can I clear off the spider webs?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna clear off the spider webs and like tap Daisel on the shoulder with one of my legs,
Okay.
and with another leg I'm gonna point at the hole.
Okay, so I'm aware. Uh-oh. Guys, and I yell out, hey! There's a hole. Watch out. What do you want me to do? I get my rope out. Oh, I didn't mean to put myself in it. Boop.
I see the little
yeah,
holes
you're-
now.
You're not there. You're still there. Cause
So
wanna-
I'm getting my rope out. I don't know what to do based on your tap. So I'm like,
it's okay.
Communication is so hard when you're a bug.
When you're
So did
I
you?
hear
so,
you. I've played a Kenku before.
So
Kenku
Daisel,
bar.
did you said, "Oh, I see the holes," right? So the rest of us heard you say that, right?
I see the hole, and I'm getting
Check
my
it
rope
out.
out.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting my
Daisel,
rope out.
As you move,
Failing it.
as you move through
So-
the hall, you need to roll a dex save.
Okay.
Give me a
Dex
DC 13 dex save.
Ooh, I hope I do it. No, I didn't do it.
Ooh.
11.
Why did you
Alright,
move back?
a massive scythe passes through a section of the wall, slicing into you, dealing 4d8 slashing damage.
Ah! What? Do you want to roll it, or do you want me to roll it?
No, I'm
Oh.
rolling it.
You roll it, buddy.
Oh,
Why did you
man.
move back there?
Dude, I've already
I
been
tried
here on the
moving your
map. I
token
just
back,
wanna
and you
throw
kept
that out
moving it
there
forward.
real
So I was
quick.
like, all right, she's walking
Dang.
through.
Yeah, I've walked through here before, so
You take 14 slashing damage,
okay. Ow!
and you're able to make it to the edge on the other side.
I'm able to make it, but I'm like hyperventilating. I get over there and I'm like, I got boo
I see
boo.
this. I see this from the other edge.
Did it reset? Are we good now?
I didn't hear a click. I was too busy getting
Okay.
fucking stabbed.
I'm gonna stay on the So I can go back here, right? This seems like a safe area. I was on the floor here before.
You said you're moving along the walls, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
Moving
So
along
I'm-
the walls doesn't seem to trigger it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold the rope up for the other two to get them across, but as they get up, like if they try to move forward, I'm like putting a leg out to stop them, which is what I
Okay.
tried to do with Daisel, but it happened too quickly.
So
before.
I'm like safe right here.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
you can get up onto the edge, but if you apparently Dasa will tell you if you try to move through the hall, a sight
And I'm like,
will-
don't move any further. Don't move too quickly. Ah! And I'm,
Okay,
like,
so I'll try and
freaking
pull
out.
myself.
Yeah.
I'll try and pull myself up the rope here.
All right, so with advantage, acrobatics or athletics. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
and hug,
Yes.
climb. I can't say anything. I'm
Hug,
holding the
I
rope
think
for you
it's your
to climb.
turn next.
Hug, if you're gonna use the rope and go along the wall, that's gonna be acrobatics with advantage.
No, I'm going down because they
Oh,
ended up going down as well.
you're gonna do the drop thing again?
No, I'm assuming how they got down to the bottom. They've got a rope tied to something at the front, and there's a
Yeah,
full
to a
rope that
toe.
goes all the way
I-
down.
The toe.
Yeah, I thought
Right?
we had a way to get out.
Okay.
That's how they
Yeah.
got down last
All
time.
right,
apparently,
that's still gonna be acrobatics or
trap!
athletics with advantage.
to go down a rope.
Yep.
Okay.
The frat.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Or athletics.
Athletics it is. 22.
Nice. Yep, you're able to successfully get down into the pit.
Awesome. And then since there's a bunch of people up here, do I need to do anything extensive to get up a rope?
Yeah, you still need to do with advantage acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics it is. 18.
Nice.
All right.
And you are also able to join Rhea on the ledge.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm just like kind of holding them.
Okay.
Like I'm
So
just like
while you're
got
doing
a
that-
couple legs
Spider
out,
legs.
other
I
legs
am-
on
I'm
the
just
wall.
bleeding
Yeah,
profusely.
no, I am gonna.
So-
As soon as I get up there, I'm healing Daisel. I'm, doing my little prayer, reaching out to her giant stab wound in the side of her.
So
Ah!
I'm gonna take
spell
my
are you
quarterstaff.
using? Cure wounds.
Oh my
Kill him.
gosh.
Oh, nice.
So much better. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Works when I roll better than a nat one. So
Here's the problem though. Cure wounds requires you to touch the target.
yeah, am I
So-
not like?
No.
Enhanced
you
reach
have
of
to
her?
you have to pass through that hall, or she has to pass through that hall for you to touch her.
So as I'm coming up here, I'm grabbing my quarterstaff and I'm basically like holding it near where those holes are because I saw Daisel get hit. To like if something happens, I'm gonna try to stop it from swiping in. A giant metal quarterstaff.
All right, so you're going through the hallway, Hug.
I'm cautiously like just holding the stick so that it's blocking where those holes are.
Are you doing that while you're walking through the hallway, Hug?
No, as Rhea's kind of like moving forward to do the heal.
Okay, so Rhea, are you moving through the hallway?
I don't know. I might
Can I
just
do,
healing
like-
word
can I do,
her
like,
from back here.
Can I do a check, like a perception check or a investigation check to see if there's like obviously plates that are trigger plates or something like that?
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check.
Monsu, web up the holes with all the stuff.
No idea. No idea.
Web it up. Web
You're
up all the
pretty
holes.
sure it's magic.
Web up the
These
holes.
blades are coming from the elemental plane of
A
slicing.
sugar ton
I'm
of,
gonna be
of
reading
web.
some books about traps pretty soon.
Can I
Um,
make a web? Can I web up the hole? Can I gum up the holes with web? I don't see any
Yeah,
web.
your investigation says that's a great idea, and it will definitely stop those blades.
Okay. I'm
still holding the quarter
okay,
step up.
wait, can I
No,
get
it's-
weird? Can he? It's
you,
like
you are so sure that once you web these up, there's no way those blades are coming out.
is a giant wolf spider's web like thick enough to like hold up people?
Oh, he believes it for sure.
I'm screaming in the
Monsu is
background. In the
100%
background, I'm like,
sure.
ah!
Well, I don't mean for it to like stop the weapons. I mean
Just
for
do it.
him to build
Monsu,
like
just do
a
it.
web
Do it,
so
Monsu.
that we're not touching the ground.
Yeah,
and
I
we
mean,
can
so
just
first of
climb
all, it
across
takes
this
a
web.
long time to make a web, but I can start webbing up the hole.
Yeah,
Of
Yeah,
there's
do
no
it.
web, there's
That'll
no mechanics around this, so
And I'm in the background like, this place is evil! Just burn it! Ah!
And again, quarterstaff holding so that if it does come out, I can like stop it with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
you guys
I
can
I
also
get that there's probably going to be a strength check with that
We'll see.
if it happens, and if it's not an advantage because of all of the webbing that's there.
I am not walking forward into this mess.
Ah!
I will
This
send
place
you.
is
Okay, I
evil!
take back my cure wounds. I'll send you a healing word. It's not as good, but I'm not doing it.
Terrible.
Not until we figure this out. Can I try and investigate or?
Yes, one more person can investigate, but after that, no.
Do you want to do it, Daisel, or do you want me to do it?
Yes. Sorry, who did you just use the healing word on? Me? Because I was crying?
Yeah, it was you.
Oh, I'm back to full health! Huzzah!
You're not.
No, you're not.
The cure
fucking
wounds
am.
didn't count. The
Yeah.
cure
Yeah,
wounds
the
didn't-
cure wounds didn't count.
Oh, shit.
You didn't get that 11.
Sorry. I couldn't touch you.
11. Oh, hang on.
I got
have
weird.
I have to remath then. Hang on.
You're at minus
11
5.
doesn't count.
Remove 11 and then add 9.
Hang
No,
on.
just take
Let
5
me
off.
take
I
away
need to
14. You said
remath.
14. So 14 was the damage, and the healing word was 9.
Yeah.
5.
9. What?
9. 9. 9.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling investigation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently.
Hey!
You see,
Great
you
five.
see, you see, you see Monsu webbing up the hole, and you're like, "Huh, that makes a lot of sense."
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that
Oh my
shit.
God.
Exactly, and I feel way better though. Even though the other one, I'm
You're
not at
pretty
full health.
positive
but
that web is gonna stop that blade for sure.
I'm feeling better. My health is better, and I'm like, yeah, definitely want to do that. That works.
So I'm just gonna click along the side of the wall and onto the ceiling over this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going. We're
All
going
right.
that
Is there
way.
any-
Monsu, I'm gonna say after an hour you're able to web up 2 of those holes on the left side.
Well, I'm not gonna take an hour. There's no way. That's as long as I can be wild shaped, and I don't want to.
Okay. So you
So
can get one of those holes filled up.
Okay.
We're gonna scoot by. We're gonna scoot by. Boop.
All right, so Monsu clickety clacks, and then
Come on, guys.
Hug and Rhea are still on the edge.
No.
Okay, so I'm on the edge. I'm gonna throw my my great club on the ground and see where that thing comes out, and then like attempt to stop it from either resetting or going back in.
Okay. You clatter your staff onto the ground, and nothing happens.
Great club,
You clatter your great club on the ground, and nothing happens.
giant, heavy great club
Nothing
of 10
happens.
pounds.
Small of
Damn it.
plus
Okay, so
17.
I'm gonna
Nothing happens. No.
yeah, I'm gonna grab my great club from the ground and hop over the ground.
So you're going through the hallway.
Going through the hallway, holding my quarterstaff up to where I saw the trap come out at one point. Yep.
Okay. Let me just
And keep in
check
mind, I'm
something.
watching this so I can clearly see this danger sense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got the
Danger Sense too.
Okay. Yeah, so with advantage, you see a blade come swishing out, and make a dexterity save with advantage.
I'm
Okay.
like, watch out! That's all I can do.
Just
I
a
see
dex
it
save.
from me.
Yep.
What?
21.
You make it, and you only take half damage.
That's a critical, by the
Oh.
way.
You know what? Yeah, I'll be nice. On a critical, yeah, you were just able to dodge out of the way, like, just in the nick of time, avoiding the damage, and you get to the other side.
So, does that mean that I've stopped the trap because of my quarterstaff? Like, the goal of me going around was, like, trying to stop it from, like, resetting.
Okay, so I'm saying you successfully get to the other. I'm gonna move Monsu here. He's on the
Okay.
ceiling. He's on the ceiling anyway. So you're able to get to the other side, and you're saying you're trying to use your weapon to block the blade.
To block the blade and hold it so that Rhea can come back.
Okay,
with, like,
because you
over as
got
well.
a nat 20, I'm gonna be nice and say there's no fucking way that's gonna work, and I'm going to save your weapon by you realizing how fucking huge this trap is, and
Oh, it's
that's
big.
not going to
Oh.
work. No, it is.
Oh.
It is
Oh,
a
shit.
giant scything blade.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way. So nat 20, you realize last second, and jump to the side.
Oh no!
So, question, because I've seen this thing come out. I know I'm shooting in the dark here, okay? But I'm gonna
You
try.
can always ask. You're probably
Exactly.
not
I
always
figure
gonna
the
like
worst
the
that can
answer.
happen is you can say no. So since I've seen this blade come out a couple of times, how much time from like when you put your foot down to it like coming out do you have? Are we talking like half a second? Are we talking like a second?
You feel like you're gonna have to make a dex save if you step onto that trap.
Parkour. Parkour. Jump off the wall.
Parkour. Yeah,
Parkour.
seriously. Because okay. Let's do
Wait.
it.
How big
Um,
is my spike? I should have asked this before. Cause could you just like hold on to me and I could just like walk over? I could just like you could just like hang from me as I walk along the ceiling.
I'm small. I'm only 5'4". I'm not super heavy. Can he
Giant.
carry me?
I mean, he's a medium-sized beast. Rhea holding on to you, she would have to make an athletics check with, I think disadvantage, because you're going to be hanging from the ceiling
No.
off a
Well, that's
spider.
way worse than. If you okay, all right. If you that's worse than her making a dex save, I think, right? Oh, wait, if you make an athletics check with disadvantage,
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
my
she's
my
kinda
athletics
hanging
is already
upside down,
negative
holding
one.
on to a moving creature.
Like if I could do an acrobatics check
No,
with
this would be strength
Yeah.
holding on.
See, because my athletics is -1, so I don't know if
I mean,
Okay,
you
then
could do an
just disadvantage,
acrobatics
I could
check
do
through
that.
the hallway.
for real. I could try that. I mean,
is there anything? Okay, all right. I'm trying to think. Is like there another way you can like go through without setting off the floor?
can I like sprint at the wall and just like bounce my foot off and then just like parkour up there?
Yeah, you could try an acrobatics check to not touch the
Nice.
floor.
Ooh.
Do it.
Ooh.
Parkour,
Hug's
parkour.
gonna. Are you ready to come? Are you ready to jump?
Whoa!
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
He's
Okay,
not gonna get
I'm gonna-
advantage on this.
I'm gonna take my great club, and I'm gonna smash the floor as hard as I possibly can, so that the trap triggers, and as it's coming back, she can come back as it's coming back.
Okay, you already know that that's not going to trigger the trap.
But I just threw the great club the last time. I didn't try to like smash it.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's not gonna work.
Ah.
No.
I am gonna cast guidance on myself to give me plus D4 to this.
Okay.
Oh fuck it, let's go. Arna Jesus, don't let me down. Oh,
Nice.
I need that D4. What?
Nice.
21.
Okay, let's go.
What is it?
Yep. You get as close to the back edge as possible and yeah, and you jump, hop off the middle of the hallway wall and flip over to where the rest of the group is, and Hug is able to catch you.
Nice.
Oh gosh.
Am
Guys, that
I
was
your
scary.
hero now?
For sure.
Okay.
Hug, for sure.
So now we
Awesome.
have this tiled floor in the door.
Okay. So
Other than the tiling matching, is there anything? Are there patterns on the tiles?
It appears that the floor pattern and the pattern on the door seem to be the same pattern. You do notice that there is a small gap below that isn't attached to the pattern that you could possibly stand on. And 2 people could probably stand on it.
So
I've got a high HP. I'll go stand on that.
yep.
Alright, so Hug drops down onto that little nook of floor that isn't attached to the pattern. And I'm just going to move you guys around. We'll say Monsu's here, Hug's here, Rhea's here, Dacil's here. So Rhea and Dacil, you're still on the edge. Hug has dropped down and is on that narrow ledge that isn't touching the pattern on the floor. And Monsu is currently clickety-clacking on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
I'm worried about Hug.
All right, so
Don't
Hug,
follow him.
you are in the pit, 6-foot drop from. So where the girls are to where you are, that's a 6-foot drop, and then to the other side where the door is, that's a 16-foot climb.
16-foot climb.
Yes.
Jesus.
Mm.
Okay, let's figure this out. So the pattern is in front of me and underneath me, right?
Yes. Actually, from where you're standing, you can only see half of the pattern on the door. You can only see the top 2 columns and rows.
Okay.
The top 2 rows. The other 2 are hidden because it's so tall up.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out to Monsu to tap the top left-hand corner, but I'm going to avoid that one when I'm going to avoid being on the matching one.
Okay, so you're not stepping on any of the tiles yet.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so Monsu, you go over and tap one of the tiles on the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top left.
You tap it with your spider leg and nothing happens.
Harder.
Is he not standing on that same tile?
No, he's not standing
Nope.
on any of the tiles.
Okay. So I tap it, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I stand on one of the tiles.
I'll tap the same one.
Hug, make me a DC 13 deck save. And you
we can
do not
see all
see
of this
this
happening.
So your danger sense would not work for this.
Can we see this
advantage?
happening? Can we see the people?
Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at the room in front of me.
You gotta be
I'm assuming
you
that
gotta be more
I have-
specific than that.
Well, is the grid 5x5 or 10x10?
It is a 4x4 grid. And the grid is on the floor, and there's also a 4x4 grid on the door.
Okay, so not to step out of game too much, but like the grid that's presented on the map, is it 5x5 then, or 10x10?
You're talking about the room you guys are in, not the puzzle.
I'm talking about like the map itself has a grid,
Yes.
and then we're inside the room. So the grid that's on the map, is it 10x10 then?
No, it's 5x5. It
Okay.
is 5x5.
Okay, so then the grid in front of us is for. I'm sorry to.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with this.
And I'll let you know. But I mean, the room is a certain amount of feet, and I'm looking at the people that are around me and watching them. So, I mean, I just want to know if I'm watching everything that they're doing. Like, if I'm
Okay, so Hug's
seeing
in the
everything,
pit, so
all
Hug-
the actions that they're doing.
So, Rebecca, Hug's in the pit, so that would require you looking down. Monsu is by the door that would require you looking straight, and Ria's right next to you. So I need to know which direction you're looking in.
Okay, fair enough. Is it dark?
I mean, it's light enough that you can kind of see everybody.
Then I should probably be able to see everybody, but within reason for what you're talking about, I may not be able to see Hug. Can I see at least across from me while everybody's fondling?
Your head does not have 360-degree view, so you can watch one specific area, and that's it.
I don't have 360, but I'm not in a room that's outside, so I would only be looking in one direction anyway. Not to split hairs or anything, of course, but I just want to know if I can see the people. I just want to know if I can see what's going on with them, like touching the door and touching the tile and touching.
Yeah, if you look down, you can see Hug. If you look at Monsu, you can see him by the door. If you look at Ria, you can see Ria.
Cool.
All right, Ria, what are you doing?
You asked me to do a dex save, and I.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Hug. Oh yeah. You take 4d10 fire damage.
What? How much?
No! Oh, by the way.
God! 4d10.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no!
Yep.
You take 23 fire damage as a cone of flame
What?
erupts out of the square onto you.
What's cool
Jesus.
to know is that I saw that happen to you.
He did warn us.
Yep.
That was the wrong tile.
Do you think we should just go back?
Do you?
Probably.
Do you think?
10 damage is an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, it is. I think we should probably
Oh.
I just
maybe
don't.
come back
Guys.
another time on
I
our
don't
way
know how
back
we're
to
gonna
go kill that
survive this
shrine.
thing. Like,
It's cool because we only have the entire archipelago to explore, but we'll circle around back to this when we level up, I guess.
it's just like everything we do is like 48,
Guys.
40, 10. Like that is so much damage at second
Because
level.
we're not ready for
Can
any
I
of
leave
this.
Can I leave the hole now? I smell like burnt bacon.
What do you guys think?
Ching.
Yeah, I think we
Honestly,
should
my
turn
pocket
back.
bacon should be good berry.
You remember that healing cure wounds thing? I could
giving
really
you-
use that right now.
Yeah, can I
Giving
reach
you
Hug
pocket
where I'm
bacon right
at?
now. Ching.
No, Hug would have to climb up to you.
Go get the rope.
I'm gonna climb up. I'm assuming strength. It's gonna be athletics.
Yeah, you can do it with advantage because somebody definitely has.
I've got help. Yeah. There's 20. Yeah. There's 20.
Yeah.
And then as
This
soon
is,
as
like,
he
great.
gets into my range.
Thank you for getting me. Yep. That's. Thank you for
Aw.
that. So, can I just mention that we also have to go back through that trap?
Yeah, we do. We have to get back through here, which is why I think it's best we just
Okay.
go now.
Yeah.
Can I
Who goes
try and
first?
parkour my way out back again?
So before you do,
I'll watch
Hug
it.
is gonna
I
go
wanna
try
watch the
first.
parkour.
Okay. You
Hug
can
is
do what
gonna
I
go try
did.
first.
Do it, Hug.
Well, wait.
Bing, bing.
Hug, give me
Oh,
a
wait.
dexterity saving throw with advantage. 'Cause
Why
you
don't you
have
go look at
you
the
have your
same time?
danger sense. Yeah, you make it only taking half damage.
At the same time.
I should have raged. Damn it. I raged.
All right,
Are you
Hug,
parkouring
take-
at the same time?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
You
I'll.
take
I'll
12
no.
slashing damage.
Halved.
No. Oh yeah, halved, yes.
Okay.
So 6 slashing.
That's gonna be 6, right? Okay.
Okay, I'm seeing people leave. I'm gonna click. See how much damage they're all taking.
See
and
ya!
then click, clack back along the wall.
Bye,
This
guys.
is ridiculous.
No.
Spider Josh. Get the fuck out when you can.
Never a spider pig does.
Yeah. And I'm assuming I can just climb down the rope, right? There's no.
Yeah.
Oh right, I gotta wait.
Because Monsu
Oh.
has the rope around him, doesn't he?
No, I need to climb down into the pit first.
No,
Okay.
you can climb across. You just have to make the athletics check with advantage, and then you're fine.
Because you have the rope around you, right?
Because I have the rope, and I would
Okay,
leave the
yeah,
rope
so
with
you
you.
can
Okay.
climb down with advantage.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
crazy.
14. 14.
Ooh. An 11?
Uh,
No, you said advantage.
Yeah, but that's...
that's the second
I'm
roll.
seeing an 11 and
Oh,
8.
sorry. No, Wait, what? Oh, wait, what?
The dex save was
Roll
for
down.
your.
Oh, wow. It didn't
you
pop up
do,
fast
you
on
do
mine.
make it, but just barely.
Okay.
Because you had advantage, so the 11 just barely got you through it.
Yeah.
And then you have to make another one getting out of the hole.
Okay.
And you can
A strength check or
it's another athletics or acrobatics with advantage. Yep. And
That'll do it.
Hug has made it safely out of the shrine.
Okay.
Oh, sugar! I shouldn't have come out of the. I should have waited in the hole to catch them.
It's okay.
We'll make it. It's okay.
I can.
All right, who's going
Hopefully.
through the hallway first?
I'm
Wait,
limping
can they? Okay,
out.
I've got a question. Can they ride on my back?
They can, but it would be athletics at disadvantage.
What if I wasn't on the ceiling?
That's still hanging off the side. Yeah, that's still at disadvantage.
I feel like I'd deny the passage of like riding on your back. I got this. I got this.
Okay.
All right.
I
so
would, but my
how are
athletics
you
is
getting
already
through
shit.
this, Daysil?
I want to. I had a rope. I'm hoping that somebody just still has my rope.
I mean, Monsu, you can clickety clack.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
like
can bring your rope back, and
I'm gonna like pull it a little bit and see if there's any like give, like not give, but like, you know, like a tug on the other side.
If it's taut.
Taut.
Yeah. Okay. So you're
Should I
gonna
roll
hold
for tautness?
you're gonna hold on to the rope and just walk through the blade hallway.
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, that's roll me a dex save.
I don't know how else to make it through, guys. So
Parkour.
yes, I got a 9. Yay.
Yeah, you take 4d8 slashing damage.
48. You want to roll it?
Yeah, you take 21 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm out.
Oh,
Out, guys.
ouch. Unconscious.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
In the pit? Wait, did I fall limp on the rope?
You're
Like,
you're just in the middle of the floor of this bladed hallway. Oh, by the way, now that she's on the floor, the blades just keep going.
Oh, shit.
wait, are they going over her body?
Yes.
So if you were
Wait,
to,
so I sustain extra damage every time?
no.
You had
Don't
to
laugh,
say it.
Don't laugh. It's not
Why
funny.
would you
So
say
you-
it?
If she's lying down,
Do I sustain extra damage with every
On your turn, you're gonna take some damage if nobody moves you.
Okay, so am I going negative? How do you do that?
Let's
Should
see
I
how,
not
let's,
worry
let's
about
see
it?
What,
Should I
let's,
just be-
let's see what Rhea does.
Should I just lay down and just...
Rhea, how about you lay down and crawl across underneath the blade?
No, that's
I'm
that's not gonna work.
Can I try and
yeah,
parkour
Rhea,
over the
maybe.
blades?
Girl,
Yeah,
save
with
me.
disadvantage because they're going non-stop now that there's pressure.
I just wanted to parkour! Okay.
can I do
Hey,
anything? Can I
Monsieur,
like?
do you want to get out of here? I think we're good.
After Rhea attempts whatever she's doing, you can try something.
So-
Monsu.
Can I just like healing word her and her get up and like roll herself off? Will that be a possibility if she's conscious?
Yeah, because you haven't gone through the hallway, so you can healing word her.
Yeah, so I'm gonna healing word her so she's conscious and
and down.
hopefully she'll just like roll off immediately or something.
Okay.
Or wait, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I forget. I have preserve life. So as an action,
Oh.
here, let me see if I can just link
That's a
this.
cool one. Nice pick.
Because I know for sure you're less than half of your health.
Yeah, at 0. Yeah, that is less than half.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Store number of that. Wow.
So I have 10 points. I can't get you higher than your half your hit point maximum, but just whatever your half. What's
No,
your hit
I'm
point
so
max?
grateful. Thank you.
No problem.
She stands up and a knife goes right through
So
her.
my max is 20. My max
It's
is 20.
20.
and
So
I'm at 0.
you'll be at 10 because
10.
I have 10 points of
Oh,
preserve life.
I feel so much better.
Um,
And I'm
I
like,
used that up. So
Can
you're conscious. Hopefully you're rolling away from the
Alright,
blades
so-
and
so
they stop.
I'm
No.
assuming as soon as
Off
you
the
wake up,
plate.
you're rolling as fast as you can to the
yeah,
pit
off
edge.
the plate. Whatever pressure point I'm stepping, I'm like, I'm gonna roll right off of it.
And you're just gonna roll right into the pit?
No, bro. Not rolling into the pit. I'm rolling onto flat ground, like the
Okay.
higher ground. Like,
Yep, you get to the edge
Oh,
and you're
shit.
like,
yeah, no. Yeah,
yes, you
that's what I'm doing. I'm
you
on
barely
the
catch
good side.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm crawling over here to check on her and like put a leg out too.
Oh yeah, she doesn't look good.
I'm just like, Monsu, I'm not ready for this. Not ready. Not ready.
And I'm assuming the rope around Monsu is dangling in front of you, Daysil, so you can grab that and make an athletics or acrobatics check down into the pit, and then one out of the pit.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll do athletics. Okay,
Nice.
down.
And then back up.
Okay, and then back up.
Oh, as she's
Nice.
doing the back.
Oh, 2 crits!
Nice.
2 crits!
Beautiful.
Ah!
That's
She's
ridiculous.
like, get me the fuck out of this hole.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
And Daysil, you have successfully made it out of the shrine.
We just left Rhea back there.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
She's still
coming.
back
Don't
there.
worry,
I'm
guys.
falling for her.
Okay.
Rhea with my crits.
Rhea,
My-
the blades have stopped continuously moving.
So now I'm going to
Imagine that.
cast guidance, and I am going to attempt to parkour
Parkour.
my way back out of here. Parkour.
Use,
Alright,
use that
back-
Legolas blood.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Ah!
I fail really hard.
Parkour.
Roll me a
Oh.
dex save with disadvantage.
Dude, you rolled a 3. That's...
Yeah,
No.
Oh,
You
no.
You get it at D4, no? Or
Disadvantage. So you
even
get...
if I rolled a 4
Yeah, even
on my
still,
guidance,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Oh no.
You
What
take
happens
20. You
next?
take 20 slashing damage.
I'm unconscious.
20. Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Oh no.
Cube of. Yeah.
so where's the blades?
They're right now continuously slashing out
No,
of
but-
the walls.
Mansu,
Okay.
web her up and drag her corpse across the thing. Just
Um,
web her up.
So so I can
Web.
can I just go and grab her and like pull her off the ledge?
How are you doing that?
I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna like, can I like, because I was planning to kind of be here to give her the rope anyway. So I wanted to just, and I have lots of movement. So I wanted to go grab her and basically just like roll off and like even like falling into the pit. I'm fine with because I have lots of extra hit points.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll a dex save because you gotta pass your limbs through the blades to grab her.
Yeah, you got 8 of them.
Yeah, you make it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just go like, and I just like grab her with all my legs and like
I'm
basically
screaming on the
plonk
side,
down
like,
into the
"Rhea!"
Okay. I'll be nice and say because you're spider climbing, you don't fall into the pit.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
screaming at them.
So then I'm gonna unwild shape.
Okay.
Okay. so it's just me and her in the pit.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna help them up with my side as well to give him advantage.
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna cast. Can I use Goodberry to just? Can I like force feed an unconscious person Goodberry? Are you like
Some of them in my mouth. My unconscious mouth.
Come on, of course you can.
I don't know.
If not,
Pop it
I'm
right
gonna
in their
use.
mouth.
Okay, I'll use healing
I feel
word.
like they need to like chew and swallow it to like make it work.
Okay, well I also have healing. I also have healing word, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
use healing word.
1d4 plus 6. But no, wait, what's my spell casting ability? That's my wisdom, right?
I don't know what you use for your spellcasting.
Okay, here we go. So 6. She gets
Sounds
6
about right.
points of damage
Woo,
back.
Thank you.
Yay.
I'm conscious.
You wake up next to a giant spider and not looking too great.
No, it's me. I'm back. I
Oh
wild
yeah,
shape.
yeah. You
I can't
shifted
cast
back.
spells in wild shape, so. Okay, so I think we're gonna just throw the rope up, or use the rope that's tied to the toe, and climb up back here.
Yep.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna help them both up.
Both of you need to
gonna help
make
them
an
up.
acrobatics or athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Bam.
Whew. Couldn't have done that last time.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. We're all ready to get the fuck
Yeah,
out of
and
this pit.
you
That was
you
3
guys
nat
are all huddled
20s.
at the opening of the shrine and just breathing heavy and and tending to your wounds, and I think that's a good place to leave off for tonight.
Yeah, I think so. That was
Hug's gonna go
awful.
see the rest of the
Good,
team,
'cause I'm
rest of the
sulking.
NPCs.
I'm sulking. Daysil is
Oh.
sulking right now.
You guys wouldn't believe this. There's a giant spider. Oh man.
Walking-
then, like,
I'm gonna
showing 'em
sit
my
on the
wounds.
steps. That's where I'm gonna leave the game. I'm gonna sit on the steps and sulk.
Yeah, I'm done with the temple. I don't want to sleep in there again.
No, we can sleep on the steps if you guys want to sleep.
Whose idea
I
was
could
it to
sleep.
go
I
in
could
there?
sleep. Definitely sleep. I could definitely sleep. If you guys want to sleep right here tonight,
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm done with the day.
Okay,
you guys
that's
want to
it.
sleep? Is that
tried.
cool that we do that?
Yeah, we can at least take a short rest.
Yeah.
Short. Okay,
Alright,
I'll
yeah.
use my.
Yes, you guys
hit die.
don't want to go anywhere. It's not as if we have places to go.
No, I think we should keep moving, and we can
Oh,
take a
shit,
rest,
Yeah.
and then we can keep moving later. We got to get
Use
out
my
of here.
hit die. So.
All right, and
From
yeah,
Charlotte.
you guys bunker down for the night, and that's where we'll leave our intrepid group of adventurers. Slightly a little sore and worse for wear, but still alive.
Boo boos.
Let's be clear. I am glad that Hug was the one who went down there. Oh.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, seriously.
USS Enterprise belly. Yeah,
All right.
we're down in
Alright,
the engine
and,
room.
that is it for tonight. Can we get a goodbye from everybody to the people watching?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching,
Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Have a good night.
Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Bye bye.